Mystery Titans Theater has returned, and we are here to pay respects to Inoki-san. My name is Travis Walash, and I'm joined by my good buddy Johnny. Johnny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm still watching this fucking bottom of the 17th inning.
Yeah, we got a runner on second
Seattle game. Yeah,
Seattle, Houston. So we're kind of a bit of both, but we're really excited to have with us today a great podcast host of the Military Industrial Suplex. Please welcome Tom Batista. Tom, how are you?
I am doing great. Thank you, Travis, and thank you, John.
yeah.
Doing fantastic.
It's great to have
Thank
you.
you, man. I've been wanting to get you on here for a while.
Yeah, I wanted to do it. I always like what you guys do, so it's always fun.
Thanks, man. And we had talked about what we had for ideas. We wanted to do a little bit more of an Inoki tribute, so we've got two of his matches on here, going against a guy who's a phrase you don't hear that much these days anymore. Red Bastine. Yeah. It sounds. We've said in the past, Tom, that it sounds like a slur that you just don't hear these days anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an Irish slur. You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if you go to a bar, it's not cool to order an Irish car bomb anymore. It's not.
Wait, really? I mean, I can. Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised it's taken so long for that to catch up, but yeah, that is kind of bad. Jesus.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh. I wonder
I never
if
knew
kind of drinks have that like dark history to it.
Yeah. I've never seen Red Bastine in a mask before.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what he looks like. Looks like Inoki-san took the towels from my bathroom. I need that, man. People to wash their
I like
hands.
the evolution of his towel over the years.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
really just something dirty from the laundry, then it turns into a long silk, elegant thing.
Yes. Yeah, especially by the his trademark.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Added a bit of like sophistication, like the guy needed it.
He always looked debonair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
so,
to hold on. I have to recommend is after Inoki passed, this clip started making the rounds again. Is a clip of Bill Burr from his podcast describing the Antonio Inoki what's his name?
Great Antonio.
Great
match.
Antonio match. It's one of the funniest things you've ever heard, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it, did I share it with you, Johnny, or we talked about it? Was it David Lee Roth? Wasn't he talking about Inoki or Baba one day?
Well, he
With Trunk
talked,
or Eddie Trunk or with somebody else?
yeah. Well, he also did that. David Lee Roth had this little weird documentary series on some obscure channel, might even been an internet channel, and we did one whole episode on Rico. God damn it,
Rico, the wrestler in WWE? Constantine?
yeah, Rico, Constantine Rico. No, you know,
Wait,
Rico.
what?
I can't pronounce it. You know what I mean? The father of Japanese wrestling.
Oh, yes, you're right. That's what it was. Okay, I'm sorry. It wasn't
Why can't I
Inoki.
think
Yeah,
of
it
it?
was
Why
that
can't I think of
guy.
it? The guy who got stabbed.
Yeah, Rito Khan or I'm bad
Rico
at Japanese
Dozen,
names.
I think.
Yeah, Rico Dozen.
Ricky
Yeah,
Dozen.
that's it.
Ricky
Ricky
Dozen.
Dozen.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I know there was a D in there.
Yeah, but the
But
point
yeah, I
is
know
Roth's a fucking expert on Puro. It's wild.
Huh.
Thanks, Crossface. Yeah, so I guess like look, there's a lot of Inoki matches to choose from, some of which are 33 minutes in length. And I went with the 17-minute and a 19-minute here.
Oof. Well, you're
Oh,
killing me,
you're
Travis.
doing
This is a
something
clue
light.
Yes, exactly.
It's a
There's
good
just
thing. It is
Go
the
ahead.
top of the 18th. I hope this game goes on a lot longer to get me through this Inoki.
Yes. Yeah, because I know, like, people talk about, he's got that, that just that presence, and he's like just feels like a star. But in terms of matches aging, well, he doesn't have the best, especially among our dorky friends.
So
Tom, I was
thinking
Tom,
about
I'm sorry.
this.
Go ahead.
Wait, no.
No,
I
no,
have
please, you
nothing
go. You
important
go.
to say.
Go.
No, you go. You. No, you.
Hey,
Okay,
you're the.
I'll
Hey,
go. I'm the guest.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say the abdominal stretch. Am I imagining something? I feel like somewhere in the mid '90s that became the go-to jobber move, and kind of like where the headlock is now, where they go to commercial, they come back, you're in a headlock. In the mid '90s, was it the abdominal stretch or abdominal stretch for the jobbers? And it was
Hmm.
rarely used for me. Am I making this up? I feel like this was a thing. Like I was
Uh,
thinking about this earlier, and how because I was watching Inoki do one, and
Yeah.
it's turned into a joke. And Eric
Yeah.
Stevenson, I follow him, or Stevens, I follow him on Twitter, and he mentioned that as well. I'm just like, huh, is that like, I don't know. This might be one of those
it
Mandela
could be.
things.
It could
Mandela
be.
effect.
I
I can see
honestly.
that.
Yeah.
The kind of
Oh,
that
I
new
know.
generation era.
I'll tell you what. You know, in the abdominal
The
stretch.
action zone.
You know, in the
Yeah, no, I
abdominal.
feel
The abdominal stretch became a joke when, as the late great Gorilla Monsoon would always point out, well, he doesn't hook the back of the
Doesn't
leg
have it
just
in right. Yeah.
doesn't have it in right because nobody did it right.
Ah,
If you did it right, it looked devastating, and if you
yeah,
didn't do
yeah,
it right,
yeah.
it looked terrible.
Looked all stagey and okay, yeah. So that's what it was.
Oh, Houston scored.
Oh shit.
Top of the 18th, Houston scored.
Dang. Crazy. Finally.
Did someone just yell,
So
"Take
take
that
that.
mask off"?
Yeah, he said,
Dago?
take that mask off. Take it off.
I thought he called him. I heard him call him a Dago. Yell,
Yeah,
"Take that mask off."
Yeah, he said,
Dago?
take that mask off.
Oh,
Take it
now
off.
There you go. You thought you said-
I thought he called him.
Oh, I
heard
thought he
him
said
call him a
dingo.
Yell, "Take that mask off."
Yeah, he said, take that
Hey,
mask off.
hey,
Like,
hold-
take that
hold-
mask off, Dingo Warrior. Oh, I thought he said dingo.
Hold on, I'm really, I'm really here.
Like, take that mask
I'm really
off,
hearing
Dingo Warrior.
myself
I thought
in the
he said
background.
dingo.
Hold on, I'm really here.
Like,
Yeah. It should be better now. Is that okay?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me all right? Yeah, there's been weird audio all thing. Can you hear me okay, Johnny?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
and you
Tom.
guys can hear me.
Okay, yeah.
Correct.
It feels much better now.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Had
very
too many
good.
things going on at once.
No, it happens. So many things going on the podcast. So many things going on in the ring. And the Red
What's
Bastard
going on
for
in the
twice. No, I
baseball
can't.
world?
Yeah.
We've got to run for God's sake.
So how was Boom? How's that going? And is
Good.
Johnny
Pretty great. Thanks
doing?
for asking, Tom. I
Is
appreciate.
Johnny doing something this month or next month?
This
Yeah,
month.
this in 2 weeks.
Ah.
Johnny's going to be ring announcer for Boom Pro Wrestling. I really appreciate your support, man. That's the
Yeah,
best.
of course, man.
Yeah, we're really jazzed about it. We just unveiled the golden haunches online, which is going to be like our kind of money in the bank type cash-in thing.
Yeah.
And they are some nice looking haunches. We will reveal which Vancouver-based celebrity that they are the haunches of at the show itself. There's a lot of contenders. People were lined up to get the
Yeah, I
mold
can
made
imagine.
of their haunches.
I can imagine. I thought of coming up there just for that as well.
I'm telling you, man, New Year's Eve is going to be the party. We think we're banking on it. And we got all sorts of ideas for what to do next. But yeah, October 29th, the next big show.
Well, you got to really sell it, man. You got to October 29th in the
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
I know.
Do the hard
Trust me.
sell right now in the middle of this match.
I was doing some Boom research last night after having more than a few beers and just started rattling off shit to Travis. Going, this sucked.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
okay, Tom, they've got.
I mean, I'd sell it more if we had tickets available. Oh, you know what? I could put a link there. There's an Eventbrite link to the
Put it out there.
27th show, but you gotta add the go to Eventbrite, look up Boom Pro Wrestling if you're in Vancouver, and I'll tell you right now the friend code is all caps Friend of Boom. There you go. There you go. That's what I can do for the November show.
Friend of Boom.
So, Tom, one of the wrestlers is Abraham Lincoln. Returned from
Yeah,
the
I saw
grave.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I love
Abraham
it.
Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
But my only
We've been talking
criticism,
about.
my only criticism to Travis, I was like, well, this hat's too short.
Yeah,
Fine,
it's not a stovetop. Yeah,
It's not.
Yeah,
you
you-
need a
or
better hat.
whatever they call that. Yeah.
Well,
We
Travis is
looked.
Canadian, so I forgive him.
That's what I said. It's exactly what I said. I'm like, you
Basically.
Canadians can't get your American history right.
He gave him like the magician top hat, like the
Yeah.
Houdini top hat. It's like, well, just like Houdini freed the rabbit from the Lincoln freed the slaves. Like, no, it's not the same thing.
Yes.
No, just make the hat bigger so we know who it is.
Oh yeah, aside from that Mariners game, which I'm like super invested in, I got Guardians are my favorite baseball team, but also my beloved Calgary Flames are in the first Battle of Alberta of the year. But that's early in the season. So what's our date again here? 78. 1 year old at this time.
Oh, so this is right around the time I probably first saw Inoki. Like I had mentioned, Tom, the first time I realized Antonio Inoki was the first Japanese wrestler I ever saw, because right around this time I saw Bad News Bears go to Japan at the drive-in theater. So, and he wrestles Tony Curtis and the Bears in that movie.
What would be your impressions of him the first time you see a Japanese wrestler?
That was my first impression.
Crossface was saying, yeah, he agreed what you had to say about the abdominal stretch there, Tom. And you don't see a standing wrist lock too much anymore either.
Yeah. It's so. I hate how pro wrestling has turned into this homogenized thing where everyone's just looking at video games and looking at each other and saying, okay, yeah, let's do that. But, you know, you see Billy Robinson and Inoki and all these guys, they did it as a shoot. So when they do the stagey stuff, it still looks great. I just wish wrestling looked like this. I guess that's what's really, just, it's just too stagey for me right now. I feel like my fandom is sunsetting when it comes to the modern era, because I don't know. I just feel like I'm being slapped in the face telling me it's fake and it's a TV show. And stuff. Like, I get it, that's fine, but tighten it up a little.
No, I know what you mean. Sometimes more than others, and but I did see a finisher from old Mean Mark back when he was still called Mean Mark, which was just the heart punch. Have you guys seen?
Oh yeah, I saw that, and the guy in the purple tracks is
selling like crazy. Somebody's got to bring that back as a finisher.
Amazing.
Heart punch.
I love it.
It's pretty badass.
Didn't Lance Archer
just
use the heart punch?
Mess something up inside you there. Who's this?
Lance Archer. Didn't he use the heart punch?
Right, you
I
might
feel
be
like
right.
Maybe he did. I feel like if you're a tall guy with long hair, you have to use the heart punch.
We were watching an episode of Detroiters, and somebody used a heart punch, and Tim Robinson's selling of it was very amusing. My daughter and I really love that show. Just you got a heart punch in real life? Crush used the heart punch. Crossface is telling me.
Yeah. And that's why I was thinking, well, you have to have guys with long hair, with Undertaker, which was very long, and then Crush.
Yeah. I mean, or long mustache like Ox Baker.
Yes.
Yeah, you get something's got to be long on you.
So
hey, you can't use a hard punch. Ask my wife if I can use a hard punch.
Yeah, exactly. I used the hard punch on your girl last night. Oh. Who is this? Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah. Hey, that just means that Too Cold Scorpio should have used the heart punch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Or Fuller.
It was him and
Robert Fuller.
Yeah, and it was Sean O'Hare as well. So there's 3 guys confirmed to have like really big dicks. Sean O'Hare, Robert Fuller, Cold Scorpio.
The Heart Punch stable. They call it the Heart Punch.
The Heart Foundation. There you go.
One out in the Mariners. Oh no, it's still the Astros are still at bat. Shoot, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Were...
This could still go on forever.
What's the longest game you guys have attended personally?
Ooh, good question. I must have gone to like a Calgary Cannons game that went into like the 14th or 15th inning. He'd be back in like the 80s.
The only one I can think of was when I was like a kid. I was like maybe 11, not even, or 10. It must have been 10 because Greg Lazinski was still playing as my hero, and we went to a day game that got to the 13th or 14th, and that's when my mom said, "That's enough, we're going home," and I was fucking pissed off about it because I was convinced Greg Lazinski was going to hit a home run and I'd miss it.
And did he?
I don't remember. I don't think so. But
okay, good. Well, then you didn't miss anything. So
still,
mom saved you some
again. Well, still, again, in the days where an 11-year-old boy want to sit in a ballpark for 5 hours and watch a baseball game.
Yeah.
Yep, the Hart Hill game.
Before they played all the rock and roll and had all the bullshit in between the innings, back then we just sat there and looked at the field and we liked it.
With our hands.
Is that Grandpa Simpson for? Yeah. I don't know if you're doing like Simpsons memes.
I was just doing me.
Of course.
Okay, you're just doing me. It's like I'm not doing memes. I'm doing me.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Take your mask off, you red Bastine. Ooh, hey,
oh yeah, that's
come on,
hey, man. Whoa,
we get this guy removed
over there. I was watching a little Triple A before hooking up with you guys this evening.
Oh yeah, they doing their big show?
Yeah, they're doing their big show, and I love it because it's a car crash every year. It is like one of the biggest Mexican organizations just gets the high school AV class. They randomly choose any school and they say, guys, set some cameras up over there, do your thing. Catering's in the back. Leave us alone. And that's the show. And it's just amazing every time, especially, compared to WWE's overproduction and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's great to see something just, I don't know, guerrilla style as close as that can be. I don't know. So,
how do you, what's it called again?
It's Triple A.
Triple A.
Right.
He's pronouncing it correct. He's pronouncing it correctly. You fucking Philistine.
Yes. When I got to go to Texas over Mania week, I got to see a AAA show, and it had, out of all the indie shows we saw, it had the best angle of them all, where they unmasked Psycho Clown, and Jeff Jarrett, of all people, came out and put the American flag on top of him, like a throwback to the Bill Watts, and they were getting booed in Texas. It was great. Like, it was pretty awesome.
Jeff Jarrett is amazing. I felt, I don't know, I've always liked Jeff Jarrett because he just represents that old school pro wrestling personality that just, Inoki was another one. I mean, when these guys go, this is whatever I consider to be pro wrestling is dead once they're all gone. And it's really amazing, the line and the bullshit and the showmanship that it really takes to be a good pro wrestlers. I don't know. It's like politics. I don't know. It's
that's why I love fucking Jeff Jarrett, because Jeff Jarrett grew up in the business, knew it inside and out as being a young man, and wasn't going to put up with any fucking bullshit if he didn't want to. You couldn't pull the wool over his eyes on anything, and he made some bad decisions and some good decisions, but he just did what you couldn't bullshit. I loved it when he held up Vince for that fucking pay-per-view money. When I heard about that. And then he turns around to China. He's like, "Hey, let's put a belt on you, baby girl," or something like that, and goes out and has that fun match and drops and does the job for China. I was like, I love fucking Jarrett. He's great.
Yeah, Jarrett. I feel like over time.
Yep, he does. Like, have you guys seen him on the new Territories
show?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're kind of talking about him like he's finished his career. I still feel like he's gonna make some mistakes before it's all over and done with, right? And that's kind of part of what it is. There you go, Inoki but like all the best wrestlers are imperfect in one form or another, and Jarrett really emphasizes that old school imperfection. All right, so here we go. Speaking of the Territories, got a real hankering for Memphis. So
Here we go.
Ooh, here we go.
so we're in here July '81. Crossface is a big fan of your soothing voice there, Tom. You ever do any?
Well, thank you,
Tom, ever done-
Crossface. I'll go ahead and talk like a or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll just talk like that.
You ever do? Do you come out of radio, Tom, or just
No,
podcasts?
I've never done radio. The only reason why I did my podcast was to help with my social anxiety and my stutter.
Wow.
But no, I've never done anything with my voice.
I consider it. Double J. is the king.
Crossface is loving the smooth Venus flytrap stylings of Tom here.
Big time. We got the Mystery Titan Theater
Well,
taking you into news time. Lance Russell. My
greatest.
wife is a huge fan of now after watching both of those Memphis things. Like, just he's the best, right? That's who I'm trying to. Obviously, I'm trying to channel him and Ed Whalen because I've got Ed Whalen. I don't, even if I didn't want to channel Ed Whalen, that's what I grew up with, so it's just kind of embedded in me.
Yeah, so Tom, Travis's on-screen role at Boom, as near as I can figure, is kind of like the Lance Russell. He's interviewing guys and showing disgust when they do something evil.
That's the best thing to do.
You got it.
I love it.
I loved when Shane Douglas was doing that. Mean Gene Okerlund, of course, GOAT. And then Shane Douglas, when he was doing the interviews in mid TNA, when he stopped wrestling, I really loved his interview style because he would get himself over while not taking away or talking over the wrestlers, which a lot of interviewers at the time did. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I love that inflections on it. So that's cool.
Man, yeah, even just doing one show, I'm just noticing just little things that some of these old pros will do. Like, Johnny, you're going to meet Brady Malibu, obviously. And the one time we were talking, like, he said my name like 4 times. Nobody else said my name.
I noticed that.
Right? And that just, like, I told him afterwards, I'm like, dude, that meant a lot, right? You're getting me over. You're getting me over by saying my name as many times as you have, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been a pretty awesome
I noticed that last night. I know exactly what you're talking about. Speaking of all-time greats too, he's so underrated because he was with Lance.
yeah.
Dave Brown is one of the greats. They're a team. Them as a team were amazing. And again, it's one of those. Dave Brown was the weatherman. He was the weatherman at Channel 5, and he also did this. Here we go. This is great.
Jimmy's so great.
I have to send you guys a photo. It's Ric Flair punching Jimmy Hart in the nuts. And it's just one of the greatest sells of Jimmy Hart just being awesome. Let me tell you something, baby.
Why has he got a belt here? That's pretty crazy.
I can't remember.
I
I've
think what's
seen a
going
lot
on
of
here.
this.
Yeah. See, I kind of wanted to watch like 2 episodes in a row so we could kind of see some storyline stuff. Who are the
It's the
guys
First
with the Mr.
Family.
X helmets?
Is
that Chick Donovan?
I think it might be Chick Donovan. If that's Chick Donovan, that's
Oh my God.
bizarre. Chick Donovan pops up in everything we do.
He's the Zelig of Mystery
He's the Zelig. He's the Zelig of Mystery Titans Theater. Holy shit! Yeah.
The Phantom of Mystery Titans.
Oh, come on, Jimmy.
Man comes hobbling out here on crutches and saying he's going to defend it. No way.
What belt is that?
I can't remember.
Well, let me just tell you something, baby. Let me tell you how it is. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, Crossface pointing out Haphazard pointing out that Honky Tonk man with blonde hair and a mustache.
That's Wayne Ferris.
Oh my God, really? Wayfarers? That's...
Yeah. And I think Dennis
Looks like he just got
Condrey.
out of jail.
I think
like
Dennis-
he's on parole.
I think Dennis Condrey's in there. I can't remember who the mask guys are.
Yeah, so what? So I was in the joint for Statch. So what? That's what he calls it.
I think that is Chick Donovan. That's fucking bonkers.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I don't feel like a lot of wrestlers now dress like they have problems. Like what you just said, like Wayne Ferris just comes out like he just, I don't know, got out of rehab or something.
Has Nick Gage changed his?
Oh no, Nick Gage is
his
definitely
wardrobe?
it, but
Holy
yeah,
shit.
Nick Gage. I can't think of anyone else that has like Nick
This
Gage
guy's
or-
staring right at me.
We'll go to any.
All right, we got some commercials.
Introducing change, the adjustable
change.
chain that never stops changing. This
Oh,
unique
it's
necklace
magic.
adjusts easily to any length you want.
Haphazard,
From
thanks for
30
joining us,
inches
bud.
to
Good to see you.
15, or anywhere in between. On the job
What the-
or on the
what the
I
town.
really feel like this was like a failed magician's trick. Someone was trying to do something really cool, and they're like, "Guys, no, this isn't going to sell an arena or anything."
Will enjoy the
Bullshit.
change too. Did
All right,
you
I'll give it to
ever
my
see a
wife, and she's
necklace
like,
this
"Ooh."
before? Stop
It's
searching
just
for
the
the
one
right
necklace.
length to
Oh,
I'm
like-
impressed.
With change, all you need is one.
That's pretty
How
crazy.
does
Buff
change
with hooks
work?
That are hard to get at, or lose
This
your
dark
favorite jewelry
magic?
because of clasps that come undone. Change has no hooks or clasps.
Uh-huh.
It goes
How does it
on
work?
this easily, and
Chains.
it won't
This
You're
is actually
asking too many
viral marketing
questions.
for the wrestler Chains. Who
Change
would,
goes with all
Yeah.
Change
Oh, no, this is for Fought 2 when he's
designed
making a change.
Cobra necklace. Concentrated in
This is what he meant.
18
That's why
karat
nobody could
gold.
figure out what he was
And
talking
it's
about.
yours for the unbelievably low price of only $19.99.
Phantasmo would come out and show the audience the change.
Change is sweeping the
Oh,
He
yeah,
would play
yeah,
his
yeah.
magic tricks.
fashion breakthrough in years. To order,
Yep.
call toll free. 1-800.
look how they spell
Houston-
change.
Houston
Oh, man,
loves-
that's... See, right there alone, that just feels like... It feels like a misprint.
Houston
You know what I
won.
mean? Did
Yeah,
they?
especially with the big, bold yellow letters.
Right.
That is like
Uh,
cheap commercial.
And,
so hopefully that means Moose is going to join us then soon. That's a shame. Mariners are out.
Yeah, top of the 8th.
Is that
Yankees
O.J. Simpson?
5, Cleveland 3.
Oh my
The
God.
hell?
No, that's
Is
OJ.
OJ
Simpson.
running?
Get him.
No, it's not. It's somebody.
Oh, that's Gale Sayers.
Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers. Run this
That's-
fast, right? It's just her-
Now,
I'll
here's
get my
the
drink
thing.
on.
You guys thought OJ was running. I thought OJ was the guy in the little
In the
caddy
car?
who turned around. Yeah, with the blue hat. Because I said, no, that looks more like OJ. But that's what
Apologize
happens
to
when
the
you're looking
Sayers
at-
family.
I didn't
That's
know
what happens
that.
when you're looking at VHS footage from what,
I
1981?
had no idea Gale Sayers was a spokesman for Stroh's beer. That's nuts. Even more nuts is, okay, Tom, we're not kidding. Chick Donovan, of all people,
Just shows
always
up in
pops
every-
up in.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in that California footage we see later tonight, Johnny.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
That he's most famous for being like one of the guys standing next to Kerry Von Erich when he holds up the belt after he beats Flair. He's always the guy that everyone goes, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah, he's like Forrest Gump.
My first experience with Chick Donovan was he's playing Ronald Palmer's I Didn't Mean to Turn You On. And he's in the studio. Nobody's reacting. He is completely corny, but he is 100% in his gimmick. And people are bored. And it is such an amazing footage that I'm like, wow, that is pro wrestling, man. You got to bullshit. And he believes
He's
it.
still working too, I think, right?
Oh, they're always working.
But like he's like still kind of just looks like this.
I
Only
think he
he's-
does. His hair is more white than it is
Yeah.
bleached now, but he's still in like phenomenal shape for a man his age.
We've got to get Chick
Yeah.
Donovan on the show, man.
Donovan with a little hair
Yeah.
pulling too. Takes Leonard over the rope.
He'll teach us how to work.
Wrap that left arm around.
Speaking
the
of Forrest
rope.
Gump, I saw somebody talking about how Forrest Gump probably would have, if he was around in a couple years ago, he would have walked into January 6th thinking it was a museum tour. Somebody's talking about somebody
Oh,
made a
shit.
big accident and people are mad.
Down one. That's all he got.
It would be the Forrest Gump moments of pro wrestling. When Forrest Gump walking into Black Friday.
Using the
I think
outside.
he was alive. Little did I know that contract I passed to that name named Vince wind up on the whole TV. He's like, God damn it. Damn it, Forrest.
Or his.
We blame sports entertainment on you.
If your mind,
Or
if your mind went to where
Dark
my mind was
universe.
Magnum and Tully. He's like, that young man took my chair.
I thought you were gonna. Then I worked on that young man Magnum's brakes, and
Oh boy. Haphazard says, I think I saw Chick Donovan in the Zapruder film. He was on the grassy hill.
You can do, there's a Twitter account where the guy just posts Paddington. in a movie
Yeah, I love him. Yeah,
until
he's
he
awesome.
forgets. Yeah, you got to do that with Chick Donovan, Travis.
You got it. That's our dude.
Every photo of Boom.
Yeah,
Chick Donovan
awesome.
is somewhere in there.
Chick
He becomes the
Donovan.
Where's
Yeah.
Waldo?
Waldo of Boom.
Yeah, the Waldo of Boom.
Hey, find out how much it would cost you guys to
Holy
get Chick
shit.
Donovan to come to
Where's he? He must be
Vancouver.
based out of California, or yeah, that's my guess. With that 10, how can he not be? And with that
Yeah,
gimmick,
it's not a
you
coal
just got to
miner's
set up a
stand.
permanent location. The coal miners. Wow, like what is his career highlight? It just seems like he's always just kind of
I told
always
you
at
his
the-
career highlight is standing next to Carrie. Those pictures.
yeah. But he
And
had to have
dancing
had
in
at least
Toronto Pub.
been involved in some sort of feud or something along the way. Him and there's that one other really old jobber. He's bald now. Do you know who I'm talking about, Johnny? They're still working. We'll see him every once in a while. Hey,
Gilbert?
TJ. Well, we're at Memphis, 81. Our beloved Chick Donovan. Getting you up to date. Jimmy Hart has a belt of some sort. And it looks like he has a broken leg, but I don't know if I buy it. Man, the Andy Kaufman stuff is so good.
It's great.
When he's in the hospital, some people think that wrestling is fake, but I don't know. This time it was pretty real. And he's like hooked up to that thing.
I love it. Always to be honest, in such a shitty fucking business, it always makes me feel good and puts a tear in my eye when I see these old wrestlers who were there talk so just glowingly about Andy Kaufman and how much he loved wrestling and got it, and how much they loved him.
Yeah.
And Jarrett going, he made us. He was like, yeah, he made us, and he kind of like quivered in his voice over it. I was like, God, that gets to me.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. Yeah, I love the twist. I don't think I'd ever heard this before. It's like, but if you can, when he's fighting all the women, if you can beat me, here's the twist: you get to marry me. My wife loved that. She loved it. That is such a great twist.
Into the figure four. One of Donovan's
That's what I was gonna wonder. What are Donovan's signature? Like, hey, won a match with the because he is a
Ric
Flair,
Flair ripoff. Yeah.
carbon copy.
Figure four, it's usually over because he does it well.
I love that backdrop in the Memphis footage. It looks like they're doing it on the set of Brigadoon.
Yeah, it looks like
Anything on there?
because I knew this was Memphis, but I said it looks like the late '80s AWA. That pink background. But again,
Really?
this is old footage, so that might be fresh white paint, and
Limping away, stuff on his leg.
the room may be bigger than what it is.
Okay, by golly.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. And that was an hour and a half. This shows were an hour and a half on Saturdays, man. There were a few summers where I'd go visit my aunt in Kentucky and spend like 2 weeks, and I'd get to watch the Memphis TV. Yeah. Mr. Onita and Masafuchi. Okay.
Oh, are we getting
Onita. You're getting Onita.
We're going to be back into action here in just a moment, coming up on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling, and I'll tell you the entire card a little bit later. I want to get the superstar in here.
Here we
on
go.
this tape, Billy, they're going to see something where Chick Donovan comes out with a Southern heavyweight belt. I think you know
so it
all
sounds like
about that
he's
one.
somewhat higher up the card.
Chick Donovan's a joke and Jimmy Hart's a joke.
Oh, he thinks Chick Donovan's a joke.
I can't imagine
I agree.
Anita in Memphis. It's crazy.
Well, of all if there was a promotion where Chick Donovan could have a bit of a run with a belt on top, it's Memphis.
No, I thought you were going to say Boom.
Boom, well, definitely Boom.
Yeah, Boom, definitely. Travis, book it.
All right.
Dutch. I love Dutch.
Well, first of all, you people keep watching because you're going to see something.
Yeah, I like the way that he comes off in that as like just happy to be along for the ride. Kind of thing, you know what I mean? When he himself is like super accomplished. I like how humble he comes off in that. I think it's because he's at the same table with Jerry Jarrett and obviously King.
Oh, here's the
Yeah, like
dream. The forgotten great wrestler of Memphis is Dream Machine here.
is up at stake against the
gonna unmask himself here? No.
The Dream Machine, baby.
I'll do it right now.
And this week we will shave their head bald. Come on.
You kind of stopped. That was kind of mid-sentence. You left there, but whatever.
There's Steve Kern.
I tell you, Lance, things are getting wilder and wilder. Every time I come to the matches, any town it is, it's going to be a wild match. So I've been looking forward to being these men's partner, and I'm going to be right there when they need me.
Louisville Gardens, you'll see it. Steve Kern.
Jason, it's hard not to be humble if you're that hairy. He is a hairy son of a bitch.
Fuchi and Yamamoto. Then don't forget also that you're going to see the Nightmares with Jimmy Hart's hair at stake.
He's like Tom. So normally when we do this show, we will just talk all over the announcers, but when it's Lance Russell, we're like, oh, I just want to listen.
Yeah, me too. I'm just listening.
I'm just trying to absorb.
Steve Kern, an exciting athlete out of Tampa.
Absorb. That's a fancy. That's a fancy actor's way of saying rip off.
Exactly. Good artist borrow, great artist steal.
Ron Bass,
Picasso said that.
Mid-America Heavyweight Championship, and of course Ron.
No, that's definitely
Who'd he
true.
steal the line from?
I think T.S. Eliot.
Bigger than life. Oh boy. Anyhow, Steve gave away a lot of weight. He went after that title.
Gained a lot of weight. That guy
Gave
sure
away.
turned into a fat fuck.
He said he gave
Yeah,
away
that's
a
a-
lot of weight.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Who's the big guy? That Ron Bass?
I don't know. Sure got extra blurry there. Quick.
Is it Benoit?
292.
DJ saying Lance and Paul Bosch are always worth listening to. Where would I find that?
Paul Bosch?
Yeah. Just like old footage, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know how much of it's out there, but me and Pete heard a ton when we were doing the Space City podcast, because that's the Houston footage that
Yeah.
we used to have. You could get that subscription to the
Yeah.
Houston
What
footage.
happened to that? What happened to that?
Billy Corgan bought it, and now we don't
Yeah.
have it anymore.
All that weight driving right there.
I think, and is that the same? No, it's not the same footage that Roy has. Roy Lucier.
I'm not sure.
Okay. I know Roy has some.
That was like a fun $3.99 a month as a wrestling fan, because they
and like it looked like it was like comparable, or especially for you guys were finding some great stuff.
It was nonstop bangers, and then just weird shit. We only got to see one, but apparently there was a 12-part series of Paul Bosch just talking to the camera, talking about, I'm here to teach you the womanly art of self-defense, and he gives women instruction on how to fight off a rapist.
Your abdominal stretch, Tom.
Jesus, yeah.
We're marking out for abdominal stretches tonight here on MTT.
I still don't know who that is.
Bass.
It's
they
in
said
Bass, so
Yeah,
does that
yeah.
gotta be
Oh,
Ron Bass. I don't even remember that Ron Bass had a run in Memphis.
TJ saying Paul Bosch was a legit war hero as well.
Oh yeah, he was.
Hmm.
I liked how great was that meme, Johnny, promoting San Martino over Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen that.
I know.
I've seen that for a
It
while,
should
but
bring
I
it up
love
every year. It should.
Dude, as someone who's a quarter Italian, but pretty much raised Italian from New Jersey, I believe I could speak for my people. I have enough Italian blood. Yes, I get it. We want to hang on to Columbus because we misidentify him as, well, he's the only Italian hero we got. Bruno's right fucking there.
Hell
I'm not
yeah,
even
I've always
joking.
said that,
I'm
man,
not
for a
even
long
joking. He's right there. Put up statues of Bruno Sammartino in every fucking town. Make kids learn, in 1961, make up fucking songs about him. Fucking do it.
Dandelions and snow for dinner.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is everyone's going to go to Meltzer, and the songs are going to contain 52 Garden sellouts in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's fine if we want to.
Well, no, the song
Bruno
that-
San
the
Martino
so-
can sell out as many times as he.
Yeah.
Bulldog.
That's it.
Should be it. Where's the slow count?
And Kern just drops that foot over the ropes, and that's gonna call it.
Yeah, you really see it here with Kern, but Ron Bass was deceptively gigantic.
Yeah, that's what Haphazards just mentioned. Never looked that big in 80s WWF. He looks like a giant here.
Well, I learned it was my first NWA show I went to. It was one of those experiences of the guys who I thought looked small on TV in person were fucking gigantic. Ron Bass being the #1 example. He walked right by me, and I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ. This guy's a fucking unit. What the fuck? Ivan Koloff, too. Because he always on TV, he was always standing next to Nikita and Crusher. And then he walks by me and I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's gigantic.
So Ron Bass was your Billy Gunn.
That's what
Yeah, there you go.
TJ said
It
here,
was
the
like-
original Billy Gunn.
Yeah, the original Billy Gunn. There you go.
He just I'm picturing if Ron Bass had gotten Beefcake's gimmick, he could have done the whole scissoring thing first.
God damn it.
I know, I do.
I bet you Brutus is like messaging Tony Khan lately. Hey, another
Oh,
bulldog.
you know it. Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah, hey brother. You know, maybe
Oh, there we
I
go.
could-
That was a good match.
Oh shit. That was cool. Yeah, I can see Brutus doing something like a Ray Bradbury with Michael Moore and the whole Fahrenheit 9/11 thing. So Brutus wants to come in with his scissors and does something to claim, but Tony doesn't want it. So yeah, man, there's a shoot promo coming.
Well, I gotta tell you, because I've been enjoying my favorite thing in wrestling right now is the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn and the scissoring thing just getting over out of nowhere. It's my favorite thing.
It's
When something gets over.
unbelievable. Yeah,
something gets
yeah, I
over.
love that.
And then
Nanu.
the immediate booking decision is to put him in a feud with Smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese over because he goes, I've copyrighted Scissor and you're not allowed to say it. Blah ha ha. And I was like, ugh, really? This fucking, this low
Yeah,
rent.
it's terrible because it's like, imagine J.J. Dillon came in and said, all right, you can't do that for life stuff because now we own it. Or Vince, all right, I own Suck It, now cut it out after 2
Well, it's
weeks.
also
And-
when you're looking at it, you're like how fucking hot that their act is, and
Yeah.
Smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese are great, like on Rampage mid card heel gateway
Right.
thing.
Yes.
Why are you attaching that dog shit under the hottest thing you got going?
They're at a disadvantage.
Who is
Steve
this?
Kern, that haircut, man,
This is
for a
Steve Kern?
fabulous.
Okay.
He was going.
They
They turned this man into a fabulous one. He's kind of good looking here, I guess.
Yeah, no,
The
it
hair's
looks like
already leaving.
early Robin Williams stand up. Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, what there? Oh, it's like
I just hope there's going to be an opportunity for me to get a chance to get that bass. And I found
Oh, and they put MJF into a feud with Wheeler Yuta as well. TJ is saying that's a shame. TJ's into Dalton Castle now. It's cool that he's getting a shot on that.
This belt is fucking hypnotizing me. What is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
What is this? The head of a Doctor Who villain?
Like no, it looks like Daedalus from Hercules. Anybody watch that? No, it's a Canadian cartoon show. Or no, the Mask of Vulcan. What's his name? It was a mask he put on his face and he was unbeatable.
I can't think of it. What was you said Doctor Who? What are their names?
The Cyberman?
Yeah, there you go.
The Cyberman.
That's a Crossway's saying AEW likes to cool off the hot acts, but I mean WWE's obviously guilty of that as well. But I think
In the past,
I think
but not right now.
with the Acclaimed, that's a little different in that they've really let them go, right? That's kind of been something.
Right.
that
I mean,
think that they
trying to
have
rub
kind of
off some,
course-corrected.
but trying to rub their heat off onto that fucking low rent indie Smart Mark. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I definitely understand you want to share the wealth and share the heat and everything else, but you got to be very selective.
Yeah.
And
Or
you
more
know, Tony
selective.
Nese and Mark Sterling keep that shit in the dark universe.
Yeah,
You got the dark universe when Ring of Honor comes. You know, you guys do the Better Call Saul crossover gimmick and just keep
Right.
that low rent. That's what it is, and it's okay to be that.
Team Kern
Everyone
just
doesn't have to be in the main event.
barely won that match, but sure showered up and got blow dried quickly. Hi.
Hi.
You're right. We have tag team action coming up. Here comes
He's
Oh, wait, by the way,
Wait,
part
is
of
he
the-
getting booed?
Tojo Yamamoto? Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, the wrestler.
Oh, no, Dave. He's the weatherman. They love him. That's
TJ
why-
said
that's
he
why-
was
turned on
split
him.
ROH off. Yeah.
That's why the crowd felt there was a legitimacy to wrestling down there. because their trusted weatherman also commentated on wrestling.
That's how I felt when the Hog was doing his thing. Mike Hogwood. He's
The
fantastic.
Hog? I
Is
like
this,
the
it's
Hog.
not the same Onita.
I
is it?
loved him.
Yeah, it's the same Onita.
Like deathmatch legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Here you guys.
Their manager, Tojo Yamamoto. This will be a one fall, 15-minute time limit match.
Hey, by the way, yes, this is that Onita. This was his young man excursion.
They're coming off right here.
Ew.
Masafuchi is ready to go.
Crazy.
His war club goes down to Yamamoto, who already had the
This is
right
where
to
he
go
learned all the
to
shit he
the
brought
flag.
back to fucking
And now
create
that,
his
very
shit.
Alright, guys, I just need to
gorgeous
fix
robe
my,
of
'cause I can't
Mr.
hear
Onita
you.
is off.
Been a major error before it's over here.
Well, that's
So
the
yeah, I
kind of
think
thing
Onita
we're
was
gonna
in
talk
one of
to.
the legendary concession stand brawls
Of course,
down in
They-
Memphis, man.
Right.
Yamamoto's the one
I know
who's in charge of
Masafuji
keeping
was in
up
that
with
for
those little
sure.
things like
Yeah.
rushing a guy when he's not ready,
Was in
because
both
the
of them.
veteran
Man, those are the
experience that
best.
He has been, if you whether you like it
Bar
or
will
not, he's
disappear
been
shortly.
very good for this young.
And I had a ton of old Memphis footage from when the DVD DVR Memphis and stuff. And there's the guys you only saw in Memphis. Like, the guy in this match, Roy Rogers.
Yeah, I heard the name and I said, wait a minute.
Uh-huh. But he's not a
This
cowboy.
Onita is just Masafuji is more like a machine, kind of a precision instrument that he goes in there. But boy,
Masafuji
when this
was like
Onita
a
jumps through the
machine.
ropes,
Like it.
ooh,
And Tojo Yamamoto is their manager.
TJ says the second brawl was Onita and Fuchi.
Yeah, I knew it was one of them. The first
One
one
of,
was
the, one of the two people I spent money on when I was in Texas to get a picture with was Onita-san and Sarge.
oh, this is awesome. Roy Rogers is being decimated. But I think Roy Rogers' partner is I'm not sure. I think it might be Phil Hickerson. If it is, I'm not sure. I don't know.
You ever order a Roy Rogers, you guys, when you were kids?
No, I'd have.
Or were you a
Yes.
Shirley Temple guy? Were you a Shirley Temple
I didn't know that. I didn't know. When we were at a place where it was where they had a Shirley Temple because that was fancy,
Uh-huh.
I get a Shirley Temple, but I never even heard of a Roy Rogers
I
until I
think
was
of Roy Rogers is instead of ginger ale, it's Coca-Cola, which sounds
Yeah,
kind of
it's not available.
Wait, so interesting. No, I've never even heard of that as a drink.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
think I'll have a Roy Rogers.
Yeah, pretty sure we'd have to look it up.
sometime.
It sounds like code at a bar. You end up in a bathroom.
Yeah, yeah, like a gay bar. Like,
Means
can
you're
I
a
have
top.
Roy
Means you're a
Rogers?
top.
Like, yes, you can.
You're Roy. You're Roy. I'm Trigger.
Yeah, you're Roy. I'm Rogers.
Looks like he's reading the riot act.
DJ talk about the best thing about Houston is watching Phil Hickerson play a mysterious Asian named Pai Chu Hee.
P.Y. Chuhai. It's
P.Y.
P.Y. Chuhai.
Chuhai.
Okay, so.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
let me give you- Ooh. Let me give you a little. Tojo's fucking. Come on, get in there and fucking kill him. Tojo looks like Tojo looks like one of those Japanese veterans who was part of Pearl Harbor, who they interview now, and he's like just following orders.
Oh jeez.
We've been looking into kendo sticks, as you can imagine. What would you guys think average kendo stick costs?
$24.95.
Actually, $9.99.
$50. Not cheap.
Jesus.
Yeah.
With the gimmicked ones, you don't want the real
Even the
ones.
gimmick ones, I think.
No, because I feel like yeah, okay. Because I feel like I've seen in the anime section of record, but then again, this was like 10 years ago, so I'm not even going to tell the story. You're looking for prices now. With inflation, yes, they're $50.
But anyway, Phil Hickerson. I remember the first time I saw him on Memphis TV, I immediately was like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" Just bald, hairy, and fat, white, fucking redneck with a giant beer belly. I'm like, this guy, fuck this guy. Why is he a winner? And then you get a little older, because he was still a great worker. but he just didn't look like any sort of athlete. And then when Memphis bought a World Class and they had their merger, this fat redneck from Tennessee transforms himself into a Japanese man named P.Y. Chuhai. So fucking racist.
Yeah.
And the difference was in Texas, they completely saw that this is a Japanese guy. In Memphis, Lance Russell would be like, and Phil Hickerson's not fooling anybody, ladies and gentlemen. This is just ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Both Onita and Fucci bowed to Yamamoto. No question about it. He got their attention. Not to say that Rogers and Hutchinson, who really battled back.
That's Hutchinson. Okay.
Yeah. But I liked the kind of all business post pin there from Onita and his partner and Fucci. Let's get the full out of you.
Okay, so the winners.
Hey!
All right, in
You gotta steal
entertainment news,
you gotta rip that at some point.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Okay, look at that kid. He's not having it.
Crossface, I can't tell if you're giving me Simpsons quotes or not.
I remember Charles from Pro Wrestling Only, he was posting this on his Twitter so long ago, just the Memphis breaks when they go to the crowd. I'm just like, oh God, I feel like I'm listening to Michael Franks just looking at this image. Are you going to do that as well on your DVDs when you go to break, quote unquote?
We'll never cause any sort of environmental disasters. We promise.
I think DVDs are far are a thing of the past. Jerry,
oh yeah,
heard of Jerry's?
DVD.
I'm hungry for some Jerry's right now.
Look at that fruit platter.
Oh,
and I want some Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Hey,
ask for a Roy Rogers on the side.
Dude, Roy Rogers
Way too much
was
oil.
back in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Roy Rogers was a fast food chain that we had, I know, in New Jersey at least. And Roy Rogers was always the best one. They had the best food. Everything was the freshest.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I had a Roy Rogers, and obviously, you know, it's not as popular, I guess, in the South, but
And
I didn't really enjoy their food. I was like, what's going on
I loved
here?
Roy's. Roy's had good fried chicken. And they had the Fixins bar. You got your either your roast beef or your hamburger made to order, and then you went over to the Fixins bar and put whatever you wanted on it, and everything was always fresh vegetables. Which, yeah.
Do they still make the Summit bar, you guys? I don't think I've ever had a Summit bar.
I never even heard of a Summit bar. Summit's full of angel dust. Oh,
Give me a break.
That looked like
me
the
a
shot
break.
from Taxi,
Give me
that
a
last
break,
commercial,
though.
like the opening credits from Taxi with that.
it did. Okay, the new season of Rick and Morty has a really funny taxi joke. With the music where like the kids are saying like, yeah, the newest thing on TikTok is taxi bombing people with the Taxi theme song because our generation now realizes that the theme to Taxi slaps.
It does. Called Angela. The name of that song is Angela. Who's
That's
to his,
Kevin Sullivan. That's Kevin Sullivan.
That's what
right
I
there.
thought.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone's bright-eyed.
Okay,
and
this was
bushy-tailed.
This was right around the time that I saw this. I've seen this great bit of footage called because Jimmy Hart's stable was always called the First Family, and they had the First Family picnic, and it was like at Jimmy Hart's backyard, and it's all these maniacs, some in their masks, some are not, just shit-faced for real, getting shit-faced and having a barbecue and cutting promos. It's fucking great.
Awesome.
Look at Jimmy Hart here. This is amazing.
What is this belt? TJ says his current facial hair is styled after Jimmy Hart. I like it.
Against, in my opinion, one of the greatest athletes in the world.
Athlete.
Chick Donovan.
Come on.
Oh my God.
That's who he's gonna wrestle.
I think it's one of those things where, you know, the manager ended up with the title and now he's going to just conveniently drop it to his man. Yeah.
What is all of this stuff? he comes out here and says he's going to put the Southern Belt up against.
That's the Southern Belt. That's a legit belt.
We got a match schedule with the Nightmares going against Coco Ware.
You got the classic Lance. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I love it.
What is this stuff? He can't wrestle with a cast on his leg. You guys aren't the referee.
He's just wearing his ginch.
I'll just take my pants off, baby. That's fine. My pants and my pants and my tank top.
Hey, come on now. I didn't ring it. Chick down. Look. Oh, what? This is a part. Jimmy Hart, you're making a joke out of the whole thing. He picked Chick Donovan, one of his boys.
This is great.
Yeah, finger poking doom.
Referee Jerry Calhoun didn't tag him.
He killed the territory.
He didn't count either. No, one of the Nightmare did it.
Oh, they're the Nightmares. That's the team. They're the Nightmares.
Come on now.
That's a crossface as well, the original finger poking doom.
Oh, of course not.
No way.
Yeah.
That's the match not scheduled, not
Come on, just let me out of here.
The referee did not signal for the bell to be rung.
I love how people are like, well, that's what killed WCW. No, as far as I was concerned, it had already happened. It had already been.
Right.
The
writing was on
already
the
over.
wall.
The writing was
Yeah.
on the wall already, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is the new Southern heavyweight champ. No way, man.
I'm saying right now, brother, you're looking at the new Southern heavyweight champion, the greatest athlete in the world, and I've managed everybody you can.
Wow, we got to see Chick Donovan with some.
I'll tell you what,
maybe,
with
maybe this is
gold.
his career highlight.
Maybe this is his career. I mean, okay, you know, Memphis payoffs or anything. Okay, kayfabe wise, yes, this is the greatest. We've ever seen.
Right.
With a tear in my eye.
Outstanding.
This is his Royal Rumble 92, guys. You've waited so long, Johnny.
Put that cigarette
This is
out.
the crucible, my man.
I'm going to be the greatest fighting champion Tennessee has ever had. Mr. Russell, let me tell you one more
That's what he
thing.
sounds like?
This
It's the
belt
first time I've heard his
means
voice.
nothing to me. It's nothing but a piece of
I
leather.
expected it to be
For
like,
what it represents,
hey everyone, like the lead singer of the B-52s.
Fred Schneider.
Yes, Fred Schneider. Love Shack.
Beautiful, beautiful body, baby. One more thing. I can be sassy. I can be nasty. But beat me if you can.
We'll work on that.
Oh, Lordy.
First of all, sassy and nasty isn't quite a
Yeah.
rhyme.
Never said they can't give it away like that.
And you don't want to be known as sassy and nasty.
I don't know. Let's see where
That Chick Donovan, he's sassy and nasty.
Yeah, that's like saying, I don't take a shower. Do you get what I'm smelling? I was like, wait, what? Like,
Something smells sassy and nasty in here.
yeah, somebody really smells sassy and nasty right now.
you have seen all the wild action that's coming up.
You call wrestling fans, don't be Chick Donovan when you come to the shows, guys.
Oh man, I have seen more of those. If you can afford a new wrestling T-shirt, you can afford deodorant.
Deodorant, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good. To say, I remember we went to a retro video game convention, and the rules on among all these other things like recording, blah blah blah, all these different rules, outside food, everything. There was just one just clearly written, "Don't be smelly." Remember when we walked in, Nora and me and our buddy Adam John were all like, "Oh my gosh, somebody's smelly." You noticed it the second we walked in. You know that came from somebody fooled them once. And then if they wanted to happen again.
Trust me, I had a few experiences at the Ring of Honor in New York. When I was there for Joe versus Kobashi,
We need
decided they were gonna zip tie the chairs together at ringside, which
Right.
fucking sucks. And
Yeah.
I was stuck. I was like fourth row,
Gosh.
stuck between two very tall, very fat, smelly dudes.
Yeah.
Smushed.
Yeah. I
Lots.
I
Lots.
mentioned this in Texas at the Mania show. The person, like, I had expensive seats. I spent a little more because I was like, I'm here. I got to do this. The person in front of me, I had to buy 2 seats. So crazy.
Beach nut, dude. This is a beach nut.
Wow. Tobacco.
You know, this was
chewing
in
tobacco.
Tennessee. Chewing tobacco.
awesome.
I don't remember chewing tobacco ads in New Jersey growing up.
Let's see. I'm going to drive head on into this wall, man. I've had 3 Miller Lite. It's a
He's a
blended.
beach nut. Woo!
Stunt driver died during this filming of this commercial. There's our boy. All right. How my nipples looking?
Dutch is so 1981 in that T-shirt.
Mhm. That's a pretty awesome mask.
Yeah, Dream Machine's awesome, dude. Bad News Bears colors.
That's what your team colors should be next year, Johnny, and your whole team should wear masks.
Masks? Yeah.
I bet you Drez would be super on board. Coordination between mask and shirt. TJ's noticing. Very good. Crossface wondering if greatest professional athlete ever is Chuck Donovan. It might be.
Just ask him. He will tell you that.
People keep asking me to sing Elvira. I want people to know I am not in the Oak Ridge Boys. Just because
The
I
Allman
have
Brothers.
this- Yeah. There are several bands I am not in. For goodness sake, quit asking.
No, not 38 special. I said
I
none.
wonder if a woman came up to him in the bar one day back in the 80s and they're like, "Oh, aren't you?" And he was like, "You know what? Fuck it, yes."
Yeah, that's right. I am working on my night moves,
Yeah,
lady.
I'm that guy, and yeah, I'm Bob Seger.
Just give us a minute. That's awesome. Fucking rad.
All right, because see, Dream Machine.
Ah, little poke.
Dream Machine is usually a heel, and so right now this
Putting
this
on
is
some
either
weight, Machine Son. That little poke in the tummy there. Wow. I love the studio.
Yeah.
Where you don't need a mic, right?
No. Tojo was there forever, dude. He was there.
How
when
is
I
that?
was.
Speaking, we mentioned NWA earlier. How is that NWA and Billy Corgan? How is that still going?
I don't know. I thought it looked. I mean, people was like, it looks just like it, and I'm like, it looks like cosplay to me, and I wasn't interested.
I gave it. I probably watched it for a good year or so. Ooh, nice.
NWA, the new NWA with Billy Corgan. It was pretty great when it started out. It was again scaling down,
it felt
getting
fresh.
back to basics. Yeah, it was really great. It was appointment television. I really enjoyed Tuesday at 7 p.m.
But now, I mean, now
remember the question, the late who passed away recently?
Yeah, the question. It was a
on
little
the
fun
question.
thing.
Oh, but now fucking does he have that fucking Tyrus piece of shit like featured on
Tyrus
his
and
fuck right off.
I know, that's too bad. Aldous is really good. He's still I'm surprised that he's just been there for so long. You know what I mean? Like he should be somewhere else. I think he feels like an old school kind of classy guy.
Oh, here we go. This was I think this was a heel team versus heel team.
Tojo trying to get those shots in.
Yeah, but I think
like
they were
he's
both. This is sort of I'm pretty sure Dutch and Dream Machine were heels as well, and this is them having a babyface turn, or at least against the other heel team. Memphis did a lot of that kind of shit. It was great.
Anita's all over this show. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, they were featured. They got sent to America to get experience and not make a lot of money. Oof. This is awesome.
People are just deciding when to sell and when not to. Just, who cares? This feels like
The Dutch tell him, "You get one bump out of me."
Yeah.
There it is. That's the bump.
Dream Machine. Come on, man. I got to play a softball game later tonight. What am I supposed to think I can...
I'm pretty sure Dream Machine, I could be wrong, but it's somebody in the chat could correct me, but Dream Machine, I think, also was Dirty Rhodes, who was, as he got fatter, because he could just do a perfect Dusty Rhodes. and he dyed his hair, and he called himself Dirty Roads.
Tojo's been like unmask him right here. That'd be great too. Just really.
Oh, Dream Machine doesn't always have a mask either. So I mean,
Tojo's just not taking any shit from anybody.
You had to sell for
Seems like an older
Tojo Yamamoto was 4'8" or whatever, and you sold for fucking Tojo. He was a legend.
Both of the Japanese at the
Both of the Japanese.
All both
Hey,
of
this.
them.
3-on-2 situation.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Cheese and crust.
Out here, Dream Machine nailed back down by Yamamoto and Dutch. Boy, he's a mess now.
Oh, I was bleeding.
Hammer them.
Finally, he's coming down.
Steve Kern.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mid-set.
He's saying
Oh,
Steve
looks like I've got
Kern.
trouble. Gotta go. He was
But
mid-set at
Steve-
the Comedy Store.
Right, but it's the thing they do also. These, okay, Dream Machine and Mantel were heels, so it took a while, but finally the baby faces come out to.
Don't be afraid.
save 'em.
Nano.
A little more even.
When Robin Williams pulls the straps down, that's when you know he's going into his final for the evening. And it's
That's
about
what
to
you're
be
gonna
serious.
What would Robin Williams' finish?
You're about to get morked.
Yeah, you're about to get morked. You just got morked, you mork.
Where are my morks at?
Not the Nanu.
Eventually, it starts to become like a badge of honor. I'm a mork.
Yeah, I'm a mork, and Nanu Nanu is the yes chant. Travis, I'm giving you ideas.
Nanu.
Nanu,
You are.
Nanu. Oh my God.
A giant egg. You're right.
Yeah.
We'll
See,
we'll
now,
bring,
if
we'll
Mork
bring
had come
Jonathan.
out of the
Oh
egg-
shit.
If Mork had come out of the egg in Survivor Series, that would have been. Mwah.
Yep.
It would have been
Or
perfect.
Jonathan Winters as
Yeah,
a
Jonathan
baby.
Winters. Jonathan Winters
as a-
as Mirth.
As Mirth.
He came out of a big egg.
Or what they really should have done, Alf. Because I think Alf was canceled by then because he went back
that
to his
was it.
planet. So that would have been the relaunch of Alf.
Yes.
Hey, McMahon brought me back.
Yeah, McMahon brought me back. Like,
Where are the cats around here? Gorilla? Starving. TJ's on
One of the
board.
great things about the Memphis studio crowd, as opposed to lots of other 80s wrestling crowds, was the fact that it was 50-50. It was totally inclusive. Not just like you watch
Right.
WWF 80s in Allentown. That is a white show.
Right.
I want to say one thing.
TJ saying he could eat cats with the Islanders. Easy,
I'm
pal.
going to get you,
Ugh.
Jojo, because
It's
I
dipped in mayonnaise.
Fuji, just because of Fuji, because of that story.
I won't. Fight like this.
That was just an interview. That wasn't even a match that he got busted open in. That's pretty funny. Just
Yeah,
a
no,
schmoz.
I want
Yeah.
you with us, brother.
Schmodge in the
I
ring.
want to get those Jets in the ring. And we're going to show 'em.
That was beautiful. That's
Babyface
what I
turn.
like in my pro wrestling, man.
And
Quick
baby
That's
impression.
really
turn.
good.
Quick impression. Elmer Fudd as Bruce Springsteen. Driving in my car. Remember that? An old Ron Williams stand-up.
Main event, it'll have Dundee and Lawler together going against Jim Dalton. and
Very
Tom
serious,
Taylor. We're gonna be back
somber
with that.
moment here. Oh, also the president has been shot. He's just so good at just giving that level of seriousness to everything, right? Yeah, I love the cutaways too. They're the best.
Someday,
Yeah,
this
so
will be
he brings the
world's
gravitas.
toughest non-stick surface, but you can't cook on a diamond.
You can't cook on a diamond,
What
Travis.
the-
You can't cook on one.
No, let's try it out. Roll the camera.
Sticky,
Yeah.
gooey mess.
Well, I
that
have
egg.
all this diamond here sitting in my kitchen. You mean I can't use it, Johnny? God damn it! I spent $25,000 on it. I just wanted to make some eggs.
You can clean it with
I
a
can't
paper
do that.
towel.
What the hell did we get married for?
You can
Why did
Yeah.
I buy that for you?
scouring pad. We've bonded the surface to a huge multi-purpose skillet. It comes with a high dome lid to lock in natural juice.
Featuring.
What's
Looks like
a
those are
pan
all like
this
stars of the
worth to
show.
you? Before
Basting
you
is
price
here.
it, listen, you also get this.
I remember this
amazing
commercial.
Soup saucepan.
Mm,
Liquid
just
comes out of it
what are we
like
looking at
soap.
here?
And over
Bile.
like
Yeah,
this.
What is this?
Non-stick. Burnt milk is a kitchen disaster.
Burnt
But-
milk? Why are you?
But burnt milk is delicious in our pan.
Just peels right off. Wait, there's more. You even get
These all look like names,
saute pan.
like
It
people
too
who are
has
on the
the
show.
amazing
We got
avocado
pudding.
surface.
How did they
It's
get
so
pudding?
Tough, you can do this. We've even put
Oh,
our
okay, I
incredible
see.
surface on this unique mini griddle. Take it and
Boing.
discover its many convenient uses.
Wives hitting their
You get
husbands with them
all
like in
four
some
Coat pans.
cartoon.
But that's
Yeah.
not all. You get
So
this
you can
complete
easily
five-piece
wipe the blood
mucil
off.
set.
It's a
Yeah, the blood comes right off.
This beautiful
Yeah.
cookbook with pages and pages of mouth-watering
Dateline
recipes.
NBC has a very
You got
dark
the complete set,
story about
all
this
11
commercial.
pieces for only
Well,
$24.95.
it's like there's a lot of things in the 80s, like the change it, the cookware. People are using that to murder people and get away with it. It's like, take all that.
Everyone
throw it
knew
in
to
the
watch
incinerator.
Memphis wrestling. If you were plotting to kill your husband, you just had to watch Memphis wrestling.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Cookware was code for the
I
syndicate.
heard today. I saw somebody tweet today in Lexington, Kentucky, at the airport there. Is when your luggage comes, they play the when you're picking it up. I think
Really?
that's wonderful. Yeah.
That's funny because Louisville is where the Derby is.
Oh, then maybe it was. Oh no! I think it was Lexington. I saw it. So that is.
Yeah,
interesting.
fuck Lexington. I'm a Louisville man.
That
is that-
from Oklahoma, Jim Dalton. From New York City, Tom Stanton.
Dundee and
Tom
Lawler on the
Stanton.
same team.
Oh yeah, they were. It was always. They go back and forth. They'd be.
Yeah.
They'd be rivals, and then they'd be tag team partners. It happened over the course of now I think 5 decades or something.
Make her Christmas a special one when you get her brand new state-of-the-art Surface cookware. Crossface.
Tom Stanton, we haven't seen in quite some time.
John Stanton.
He's in here as
Tom
Dalton's
Stanton.
partner, so it's a
Tom.
veteran team against Lawler.
Tom Stanton.
Veteran team, no doubt, and a
Harry
big team.
Dean.
Almost 500 pounds on their side of the ring. Whoa. Dalton with Dundee's leg. Well, he dropped down on it. Dundee battling. Tag
This
made.
guy's got
Here
a good
comes
look.
Stanton.
Yeah, I know. I like his look.
like
It's
a-
real. It's real Jimmy Valiant.
Yeah.
Stanton by
Or,
itself goes
Sia,
over 250, somewhere around 255, 257, something like that.
I'm always a sucker for high shorts and wrestling with lots of writing on the back.
Yeah. 2 sentences, if possible.
I mean, Jimmy Valiant would fit full commercials on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like radio. Dude, Jimmy Valiant, for a while, like he'd advertise local radio stations on the back of his fucking tights.
I'm surprised Rick Rude never did that.
Struggled away from Jim Dalton.
Okay, everybody's looking at. They got to put it on the crotch of Rick Rude, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
an
would
ad.
be the
It's an ad,
problem.
and it's funny. It's an ad for Delilah.
The little Australian.
What is
Bring it
Delilah?
back here from the team of Tom
A
Stanton and Jim
syndicated
Dalton.
DJ we have in America.
Ooh, Dalton.
Oh
She's-
yeah, Delilah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Delilah. She's inspirational and does requests and shit like that.
Over to the corner.
Yeah, people really like her voice. Yeah.
It's It's terrible, but she's huge.
Stars are always.
Yeah.
She was huge. I don't know if she's still huge.
Flip. Waller pounded him with a right hand.
It always sucked if you were driving at nighttime, like on a Saturday, just flipping around. There's nothing on. And you always
Oh
get in
yeah, and it's her,
fucking
and
Delilah.
that's why. That's why.
Yep.
It wasn't that there was this big market or she had fans. It was
Yep.
she was the only thing on
She
at
was the only thing on.
1 a.m. or something, and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
you don't want to hear the news or
Right.
smooth jazz. I mean,
TJ saying, have you ever heard the rumor that Rude died injecting Viagra directly into his dong?
No.
Jesus. Who was he trying to fuck?
As the king and the superstar are one
If you find me
in the
with
desperation of time match.
in that situation,
Time off to, see how we stand. But Mr. Stanton
I really wanted some
coming in
ass.
at almost 500
That's
pounds.
amazing.
But they're going against one of the most rugged tag teams ever.
I hope
anywhere
Rick
in the
Rude
area.
didn't
And of
go
course,
out that way.
the king
Yeah,
and the
that'd be
superstar.
He's a happily
Speaking
married
of
man.
Delilah or Coast to Coast AM,
The
says
time
TJ.
again on
That'd
it,
be a
1
good one.
minute,
Bum, bum, bum,
53
bum, bum,
seconds.
bum,
We'll be
bum,
back with more action in a moment.
TJ saying it might be a honky tonk man story, but the story is that he was impotent from all the drugs, and that was how he was trying to cure it.
That sounds like some hater ass shit. That sounds like something.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds like something.
hold on a second.
hater
You-
would say.
hold on. An
I hear ya.
experienced an experienced drug user injecting stuff into his body as Rick Rude, I think would know that you don't fucking inject anything in your dick. He died of a fucking heart attack because of all the fucking steroids and
Yeah,
painkillers.
he definitely wasn't an amateur drug user.
He
Like
didn't know
was
Chick
responsible
Donovan's
with his
guy.
drug use.
Chick Donovan
Donovan's
does.
got a good guy that he's been going to for years.
Oh, look at Tojo here.
I want to thank you for joining us today. You are our guest. After they've been like madmen here, making people bleed. All right, let's have a chat.
Why, Mr. Lance Russell, why you tell right like this? You
Mr.
and
Lance
Dutch Mantel. You know Dutch Mantel, he cannot see, he's blind. He what they call he got the shell shock. That's why he fell down. He blame on me. But I tell you what, Dutch Mantel, you never get me in my wrestle. My two boys get them. He go.
Ego.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. They're all going to be.
Wow. How old would Anita be there?
Now we come to that special added match in there. Jimmy Hart.
These are essentially. This is the old Mr. X
What are you doing, Danny, with
mask. That's all it, right? Nothing's.
Yeah, see, it's really, I really do like how Lance Russell does this, where he's always playing it straight.
Me too.
And last week, Lance Russell, it paid off. You know why? Because there was 3 against 2. That referee, they were on Bill Dundee's side.
He's got a much nicer suit. That Johnny was making fun of my suit, but I kind of want to have a cheap suit. I want to be like. It makes me feel a bit more like I'm just kind of barely holding it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like you're the Lance Russell with the oh god, what am I trying to think? Like the not the narcissist, but the neurotic, the Woody Allen like Lance Russell.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're going for.
I like it. I like it. We'll see. I'm seeing where he fits in. I accidentally called the belt Our Beautiful Boy. It's like, look at Our Beautiful Boy. And now I've decided I'm just going to commit to that every show. I'm calling him Our Beautiful Boy.
Yeah, there you go, man.
That expiration of time thing, Davey, but is good.
It's so serious at the end. I love this. It's like, well, what have we learned today? My final thought.
Yeah, they should do that. You should do that, Travis. Come out at the end of your show. We gotta wait for Johnny for this. Yeah, come out at the end of your show and give your final thoughts.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Yeah.
It was a team of Bill Superstar Dundee.
And then play like the Bob Ross music as you exit.
Yeah. Everyone
And you
just
turn on the
quietly
lights
leaves.
and everyone's just like,
yes, we want
what
make
the
it
fuck?
known that we want everyone out of there as soon as
Yeah.
possible. And you give people something to think about. Everyone's thinking about their lives as soon as they leave. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I kind of wanted to stick around for some more beers, and they could probably use the money, but the way that he left us with this.
Yeah, you know what? Travis is right. There's no accidents, only happy mistakes.
And I watched that Bob Ross documentary.
Yeah, you're telling me how they did him dirty to his family, huh?
Oh, they did that man dirty. When I was down in Florida, I actually got to visit his grave. It's very beautiful, but yeah, that was fucked up the way they
it's
did
fucked up. The first half of the documentary is just the history of it, like, hey, how he became famous, and you're like, isn't this a great story? And then it takes a turn for the fucking worst. After it's like all that merchandising now, like I've had people buy me like, you like Bob Ross? We bought you this keychain, and I'm like, and I gotta be like, thanks, and know that I'm like, this is the people who fucking stole his
like
fucking
candy
identity.
Yeah,
and
it
stuff like that. I
sucks,
see lots
man.
of
It
candy and
sucks.
stuff.
Here we go.
I have the Bob Ross video game, or not Bob.
No, sorry guys.
Oh.
We're going to. So this is Johnny's request.
My choice. This is just for you, Tom.
Okay, awesome.
California Championship Wrestling from the 80s.
Ooh.
I've mentioned it before. There was a channel for a while in New Jersey called U69 or U68. U69. Yes, nice. And they had wrestling on every night, and that's where we got. All of a sudden, I was getting Mid-South, more world class, the Mid-Atlantic, because we used to get worldwide, but there was also a Mid-Atlantic syndicated, and just on every night, look at Barry Richards there. And one night a week was California Championship Wrestling, and every time I'd watch it, it made me feel like I was car sick. It's the worst, and that's why I thought I'd share it with you.
Good way to close out our night here, isn't it?
And I do appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's what this show is all about, actually. Our show is based on watching bad wrestling. Okay.
Occasionally we get
Oh,
some
sometimes
magic.
that's the best. Yeah.
That Memphis show was not.
Memphis show was awesome.
Yeah, I've enjoyed everything that I've seen so far.
You don't get ready to not enjoy anything you're about to say.
No, I'm saving the best for last.
Yep.
I'll be right back. TJ was saying it might have been the international belt that.
This is the Beatles. But rock and roll's got to go.
Rock and roll forever.
My father, I know, might have had this collection or one just like it. That's my father's favorite musician of all time, right there, is Little Richard.
Oh yeah, yep. One of the best vocalists of all time. I love Little Richard.
Oh, he's the best. I asked my dad, a teenager in the 50s. I remember asking him, I was like, "You into Elvis?" And he was like, "Oh, fucking hate." He was like, basically, "Oh man," because he's so, "Fuck Elvis." We were into Little Richard. So while he was a juvenile delinquent flying through the country roads of Kentucky in a hot rod, he was listening to Little Richard.
Yeah, Little Richard was absolutely amazing.
Every one of these is a banger.
Mm-hmm. Hey Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin Berry.
Stop looking at the ladies in the turlet.
For 1 second. Goodbye. That's all. That's the only reason it's called.
It's 1981. I think this is what we had at our house.
And 3 LPs.
I just remember rock.
When I think rock, I think Salt Lake City, Utah.
I feel like everything came from Salt Lake City. Like the moment it was a P.O. box that you had to order something and send your credit card, it was Salt Lake City or some weird, you never heard of it town before.
It's the fucking Mormons and it's a conspiracy.
That's where I get
there
all
we
my
go.
beer.
Look at this guy.
Wait, from the Mormons?
No.
This guy looks like a sleazy defense attorney.
Yeah, or something. He has had to apologize on several occasions. We know that.
Yeah.
He's got those Jeffrey Dahmer glasses that we all like these days. Starting with a ref bump. Open with a ref bump.
Goliath.
Open with a great ref bump. That's pretty awesome. Every match should start with a ref bump.
Is that Luther? Wait, no, it's not.
No. It looks like at George Steele. Jesus Christ.
George Steele, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this had the California.
Johnny, did everyone have to drink before this match? Like, what's going on?
They're all shit faced.
Visibly inebriated. This is awesome. This is crazy. I mean, we're obviously we're cutting into it. Look at this guy. I was here to give an interview.
Yeah.
That guy walked in with the suit.
And the ref like legit twisted his ankle in this. So he's like really trying to stand up. Everyone's like, no, let's knock the ref down again to make it look crazy. He's like, ah!
Let me tell you, already this is like I just randomly picked.
Yeah.
I randomly picked, but already I'm like, I never saw anything like this one.
Crazy.
The ref's gonna trip over. Look, he can barely stand up.
I know. He's getting his ass handed. Another bump. Another bump. This guy's the best.
I just look. My wife just left me.
I love you. Look, don't you guys realize you love each other?
Love each other too. Come on, can't we just?
He's gonna take another bump.
Let's not fight.
Dude, you spilled that strawberry jam all over yourself.
Jesus.
Great Goliath had been a legendary.
I'm just trying to give an interview. I want your thoughts on the Reagan administration, please. It looks like velvet suit jacket man. This ref.
Oh, there he goes.
He sounds like Bobby Heenan. This ref.
Goliath looks like he's making a comeback here. They're really bleeding profusely. We might need one of the Samoans to go in there and stop this.
Are one of the Samoans
Someone
medics?
send a Samoan.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's
I
not
love
the Samoans, trust me.
bloodstained ref shirt. This is incredible. We just wandered into a hidden gem here, Johnny.
It might have been. We'll see how long. Yeah, last time
if
we
the
watched
ref takes another bump.
the last time we
We're
did
into
a Cal-
4.5 star territory.
yeah, the last time we did a California show, in the middle of it, they went to like a match from like this, I think the
This guy
early
I'm just-
70s,
I'm just trying
early
to get to the other
70s,
side
60s,
here.
when it was a hot territory, and suddenly we're like, this is a good match in front of like thousands of people. Oh, this guy, the sleazy guy. Double disqualification.
No winner. There are no winners. Us as the audience also lose. Please. Who's the ref there? Mr. C. Yeah, Mr. C.
I was going to say Pat Tingle.
Yeah.
Or Hingle.
Who did Mr.
Pat
C
Hingle,
play?
I mean.
Who did Mr. C play later? Like the Father O'Malley?
Father Dowling?
Father Dowling.
Dowling?
That's Father
Yeah.
Dowling is referring.
Yeah, he solved murders.
Yeah.
Much like Angela Lansbury, on Murder She Wrote, my mother's favorite show.
Oh yeah, Murder She Wrote was fantastic.
Which led to one of those things that everyone thought they were the first one to think of. Because I know as a kid, at one point, I looked over at my mother and go, wouldn't it be funny if at the end they reveal she killed everybody and framed everyone? And apparently that's a thing on the internet too. So, okay. So this is where Victor Rivera had been a big star in the 70s in WWF in New York. And this is old washed up Victor Rivera, and he's like the #1 guy here.
Yeah, give me a shirt, man. I'll put it on.
I get that. That shirt's not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, it's going to be a hot match. I know in Arcadia
It's going to be a hot mess. I'm certain of it.
Goliath was trying to win the belt in San Francisco, right?
No, he looks like he's like lost his doctor's license for practicing some like really controversial.
Yeah, what was that? Man, that was a show.
He's a big ivermectin guy.
It was about a baseball announcer. He lost his job, so he has to do the minor leagues commentary. You know what show?
Brockmeyer?
Brockmeyer, yeah.
With,
this is
Hank
the Brockmeyer
Azaria?
where
Yes.
Yeah.
Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
That's a funny show.
Yeah,
So
James
this is the
telling me that show's
Brockmeyer
awesome.
situation here, where this guy used to be doing real sports or something like Ted Lasso, and then boom.
This guy really know chiropractic? It's like, this guy know. He just mentioned several gems I should wear on a necklace to help with my spleen. This is a problem.
I want to put it on the line here in California, and I'm going to try.
My father fell for the copper bracelet you wear to help your arthritis. And that was it.
Yeah, or like you'll see every once in a while you'll see a kid with wearing like those teething kind of necklaces. You're like, oh boy.
This is when he wrestled Bengali at Sunday now.
Bengali?
Victor Rivera against the great Goliath. CCW. Here's Bengali.
CC Dubs, y'all.
CC Dub.
Let's get another ref.
This is Bengali here.
Surprised he doesn't have a tiger gimmick.
Yeah, get ready, boys, for action.
Yeah, I think that was the exception that proves the rule. That really exciting opening there.
Very matter of fact.
Can't argue
Johnny,
with
how
that.
many people do you think are in that arena?
Johnny,
I'm sorry I couldn't make it out.
how many people in that
Oh,
arena?
oops, sorry. Yeah, how many people? Let me move the microphone closer to me. How many people do you
just
think are
putting you
there?
to sleep? I'm putting you to sleep with
No,
California
no, you're-
Championship Wrestling.
No, you're not putting
I
me
have
to
no
sleep.
idea
Oh.
what 200, 300 maybe.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm actually watching. I'm watching all of this. Like I said, I'm sunsetting on modern pro wrestling. I much prefer things tighter and a little more serious.
No, believe me, I date. You know what? It is bizarre and bonkers for someone who's I just evolve with everything and just keep watching.
Yeah.
And the being since I just kept watching WWE, even if it was just the pay-per-views for a long time, I'd give it up on the TV, and now I got back. And the picking up on every little difference since Vince is gone has just been one of my favorite parts of watching the shows. Because every week there's something that I know that Vince would just like. The LA Knight, they finally made him back. The dude, they dropped this stupid gimmick and made him
Eli Drake. Yeah,
Eli Drake made him LA Knight again, and you got Michael Cole going. It's been a long way since Hollywood wrestling, or since championship wrestling from Hollywood, and Cole's dropping these obscure indie references of where these guys came from, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is bonkers."
I do like the choice to dress like Misawa. Who's that on the outside?
Oh, Bengali?
Yeah, Bengali.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is Bengali like a
I think this is pre-Misawa. Misawa ripped off Bengali.
That's right.
There we go. A very
giant red
influential
camera is really
show.
cool. TJ mentioning, yeah, I really like the red camera.
Oh yeah, that's Professor Toru Tanaka on color. He was very old, and he was here too.
So this was the original TNA.
Hilarious.
The TNA
Who is
of
this guy?
the WWF, the CWC.
This looks like
The lip,
the lip
whoa.
stretch.
I know where your mind's going.
That's
Jeremy.
part of my
Don't do it.
Tinder profile.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah. It can provide you quite the lip stretch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If this sounds like something you're interested in.
I'm a professional wrestler. I know the abdominal stretch and the
He's
lip stretch.
Professor Toru Tanaka. Of course, he has a degree.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Those are the two moves of doom.
Yeah, 2 moves of doom.
Abdominal and lip stretch. The mustache seems out of place. I would have rethought the mustache before he walked out there.
These are those
It's like
weird.
it's like a Clark Gable. It's like a Clark Gable mustache. Whoa!
Yep.
Sunset flip it back then, big time. Yeah.
These are those weird ropes that look like they're covered in something that's not really tight. It's draped on it or some shit.
The lip stretch is
Yeah, like
Virgil's new
they
indie
look
gimmick.
velvet. Do those ropes look
Velvet
velvet
ropes.
too? Like velvet ropes? Yeah.
Guys be like,
They've
let me tell you something, brother. The payoffs in California were terrible, but those velvet ropes, delightful.
Running the velvet ropes.
Or it's just the ones they use from the nightclub. They also
Okay.
that this actually where this is built out of.
Yeah, where this cokehead who's the announcer and
Yes.
promoter
Yeah.
is also promoting.
All right. Now let's take this thing down so we can put it up outside for the lineup. They do look velvet. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like,
That's nice. They look
let's
at
clean
extra
up the
thick,
ring,
a little
guys.
too
The
thick.
girls come in at 11.
Oh, there it was. The lip stretch. I'll have to try that with my fiance. Anyways, so
Victor's
you have
still
to,
here?
the essential oils you have to ingest for your appendix. Don't go. No, you don't want to go to those butchers. You don't want them to take that thing out.
And training very hard for this match. I believe that when I step in that ring, believe me, I'm gonna go immediately after him. And
Vic Rivera. I don't think I've ever seen a Vic Rivera match.
I've seen a few.
Because you were watching a lot of 70s.
Yeah, for Titans when we did when we were doing the deep 70s. Victor Rivera was part of a tag team as well. That's super over, big time.
Any relation to Jose Luis?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Sounds like the level in Toe Jam and Earl. Wow.
Well, here we go.
These are waterbeds?
I think so.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
I don't know what this exact. I'm trying to figure.
Have you?
And
You
birds.
still haven't seen Licorice Pizza, right, Johnny? Like
No.
the waterbeds play a key role in.
Is this a hotel ad? Oh yeah, it's a hotel ad.
The most romantic room.
Oh, this is for a
With the
fuck
water.
hotel. This is
Yeah,
for a
it
fuck
is.
hotel.
Yeah, Q.
At the Q
Q
Motor
Motor
Inn.
Inn.
The Q Motor
Yeah.
Inn is where you want to have your affair.
I'm gonna Q all over you.
Q all
Where
over
Bobby
Lady
Fish is
Liberty.
gonna.
All over
Say
Lady,
when.
Lady Liberty. Throwing ropes for liberty.
The velvet
They
ropes.
went.
Love that.
Velvet ropes. That's right. K-car. Wow, a nice Reliant automobile.
That's definitely gonna get me around without killing me.
Dodge voice.
K-cars
Nice.
are all right. I drove a K-car when I first a lot. Max, our
Hey,
buddy Max's.
Come to Sneaker Corner.
When I first moved to Vancouver, I drove a K-car a lot. All day I drove.
Oh, those are still around?
Sneakers.
I'll tell you what, this might have been taped off of Channel 69 because this is an ad for Sneaker Corner in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So this was probably from the channel I was talking about. It is, because it's Crazy Eddie.
Okay, what can you tell me about Crazy Eddie, Johnny?
Oh boy, what can I not tell you about Crazy Eddie? Crazy Eddie was sold discount appliances and all kinds of shit. When I was a kid, I thought this guy actually owned the store because he was a local advertising of Crazy Eddie just yelled like and was in like this. What you see? And it would end every time. It's like, our prices are so low, we're insane. And the actual Eddie, the Crazy Eddie, ended up being a massive criminal, evading all kinds of taxes.
Oh my God.
This became a national story. He fled to Israel and claimed that, because he was Jewish, he
Ripper
could Ripper Savage, that he could, go to Israel, and there was a long extradition process. Eventually, Israel gave the real Crazy Eddie up, and he had to come home and answer for his crimes. Now, here's why I picked this one. Look at Ripper
this
Savage.
guy was.
Here.
This is the thumbnail. Was Ripper Savage? This is
Look at that face on Ripper Savage.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Those lips. Those lips are disturbingly liver lipped. Ugh. Ugh. This liver lipped weirdo.
They are definitely stretched.
No, those lips have been stretched. USA Muscle. This guy is a
USA
power
Muscle.
bottom.
That's a great shirt.
He's got a bit of Buster Poindexter to him. Like he's just.
The English.
I've never seen this guy before.
Ripper Savage. He ripped a savage. He did.
Easy there, Rip. Easy there, RS. All right, before we go, hydroxychloroquine. Have you tried it?
Why is the S in muscle underlined? Yeah. Is he saying the USAS? I don't
The
know.
S is for savage. He looks a little senile.
Oh, there you go.
TJ says, yeah.
And then he wrestles Rick McCord. Rick McCord's going to be here on
Rick
California
McCord?
Wrestling within the next couple of weeks.
We've seen Rick McCord on something else.
Down in Texas somewhere.
Easy defeated Rick McCord at the Freeman Coliseum.
So who's that?
Wow,
USA.
USA. Somebody's going to get eliminated from the USA.
From the USA?
At the end of this? The ring just changed color from blue
In
to
the
red.
middle
That
of the
was
match.
crazy. That was crazy. This is like a Bray Wyatt shit. 30 years earlier.
Johnny, this is blowing my mind, man. The show.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Ring changing, USA Muscle,
Oh,
lip stretching. It's got it all.
I
just neat.
I wasn't kidding. This is a better one than most, but for usually it was always like I put it on. It made me feel the same feeling I felt like when I was car sick as a kid.
I know you mentioned
Like,
that.
ugh. And it was like I think Wednesday nights. But Saturday nights was fucking Mid-South UWF, and like me and my buddy Joe would like plan to hang out at each other's houses. Yeah, this is not
1,
bad.
2, 3. Yeah, very good. Yeah, a little sprint there. Who is that?
I have no idea. Del Veezy. Miller.
Yeah. So then back
What
to
the
the
fuck
blue.
is what the
That's
fuck
so
is going
bizarre.
on?
Right, so they're cutting to previously on California
Okay, so they
Championship
showed Rick
Wrestling.
McCord losing in another promotion to show him fight this guy? What the fuck?
But he won, right?
No, Rick McCord
No,
lost.
Weird. Oh, that was a hot, what do you call that, sidewalk slam?
Those crooked, weird wire ropes. Look at those.
Huh. The Jack and the Beanstalk match.
For California. Okay, so here's proof that California isn't all sophisticates. Look at this fucking crowd. What? Jesus Christ. There was farmers in that crowd.
Yeah, this is like avant-garde. We're gonna show you. We're gonna start a match, show you a full, quick 3-minute match in the middle, and then we're gonna show you, you know, just the middle part of another match. Just give you an idea. I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Oh,
we're hearing you again there, Tom. We're hearing us again.
Uh-oh. 1 second.
Refugees and hillbillies.
Wow.
All right, that should
bring it all your refugees and hillbillies. They're not gonna. You know, if we could just get the hillbillies and the refugees to get along, we could take over the power in this fucking country.
Yes. Don't you see? They're setting you against each other.
I feel like that's a lyric to a folk song.
Yeah.
We're all refugees and hillbillies.
Hillbillies.
Yep, refugees and hillbillies. That's the name of my first album.
Yeah, Jimmy Croce.
Yeah, that's definitely Jim Croce album. More?
Still to go.
Is that a threat?
Oh,
TV
wow.
Guide, tell me what to do.
TV Guide
Hey,
still
and
in.
Steve Allen.
Oh, wow.
I used to have a show. Now Johnny's taking over.
TV Guide still exists, but it's not what it used to be.
Is Steve Allen still alive?
No, Steve Allen's not still alive. Steve Allen became a crank. One of those old guys. Steve Allen was like at the edge of being always super cool, and then became a fucking, got old, and then one of his big things was wrestling. He loved wrestling, and then the Attitude Era started, and Steve Allen became a noted critic.
Right. Interesting.
He also did the narration of like one of my favorite specials. A&E did this like called quote unquote documentary.
Newhart.
Monday
Night Football. Oh,
Jeepers
creepers.
Wow.
Dude, I tried watching.
There's no, that was thought that.
I got halfway. I got halfway through. Kumel's documentary series.
Oh wow, this
about
is
Cosby.
very, yeah.
I got halfway through it and I had to stop because I kept getting more disturbed by women telling their stories.
Yeah,
I was just like, this is hard.
It's rough.
It's rough TV. And I by the time I quit, it was the height of the '80s and Cosby Show and everything. So, dude, I used to live for the TV Guide when I was single and in my early 20s because it came out on a Monday, and I did the same ritual. I go to Wawa, I'd pick up stuff to make tuna fish sandwiches and for myself. It was always tuna.
Say hi to Steve Allen. He'd be playing.
Yeah, say hi to he'd
be playing by the rack. He set up a piano next to the TV
Wawa.
Guide rack.
Yeah, and I get the TV Guide and I do the crossword puzzle because it was an easy crossword puzzle. So, do the crossword puzzle and then flip through it and see like what was on the classic.
He always just has a face like somebody's farted recently.
I know.
He's trying to figure who the fuck was that.
The oldest sweat.
You're the only one in here, dude. I keep mentioning Mr. Savage. I am not farting.
Let's take a look at these guys, Ripper. Tell me what you think of
Ripper. He's Randy's cousin. J.R. Hogg and Buck Slaughter. The American Force.
Oh my God.
J.R. Hogg. I like.
My balls.
I kind of like J.R. Hogg.
John Ritter Hogg. That's what it stands for, right?
John Ritter's Hogg, huge, like much like Forrest Tucker.
That's why they made Skin Deep.
Mm-hmm.
What if you had Boss Hog mixed with John Ritter? How would that
They were really
character?
popular around the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boss Hog would have taken better bumps for the Duke boys. John Ritter was a bump taking machine on Three's Company.
He was.
Yeah.
Is that Shawn Michaels?
You know what? I thought
It is, isn't
Shawn
it?
Michaels.
Yeah.
He's part of the
Yeah.
American Force.
Crazy.
I spotted that when I scanned through here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Shawn Michaels. And I wanted to get confirmation from you guys. That's Shawn Michaels, right?
No, I mean, you could tell from
the elbow drop from the top rope. No, that was about it.
So
You
confused.
can tell from the super kick.
Remember, Savage has no idea what's going on. Look at that guy. He has no idea where he is.
Right? I think this is what I'm supposed to say. Gosh, you just keep bringing me in here.
Someone told him pro wrestling promos just like Mad Libs, and he said, "All right, got it."
No, I've got this.
Tom, I picked this episode of all the California Championship ones based on a still shot of River Savage's face. That was it. And
Please don't leave. Please don't leave yet.
And I scrolled through it, and I thought, is that Shawn Michaels? Here's Tux Newman. Tux Newman actually was also a referee in Memphis.
This is pretty good.
Tux Newman.
I like that.
Oh my god.
Tux Newman looks like a young man who went gray early.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It looks like Perez Hilton.
Totally.
Or like a James Corden.
Yes.
And Tux Newton sounds like a James Corden name. Like if James
Totally.
Corden
Or like a
went-
shitty sketch on his show.
Yeah, like a real like
100%.
Hey, I'm
What
Tux
about
Newman. It's
to
like, no, you're not funny. That's who you
Yeah,
are. You're not
yeah,
Tux Newman. You're just
exactly.
not funny.
Tux
Look,
Newman.
I
looks
will
like-
not do carpool karaoke with you, sir, until you try this new wonder drug I've discovered.
Tux Newman looks like an avant-garde early 80s comedian who like opened for the late great Judy Tenuta.
Yeah. Looks like he gets pretty blue, pretty racist, pretty quick.
Yeah. The whistle.
Whoa. I've never
whistle,
even
that's-
heard that term.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
the
know it's
whistle,
a
and
bad one.
only dogs hear it.
Yep. He opens with a red
he is rocking
Bastille
the gimmick.
joke.
Yeah, whenever he says a racist joke that's a dog whistle, he literally blows the whistle. Yeah.
Man, you might be onto something there, Johnny.
He blows the
Maybe
whistle
an
and
audience
says, "You
for
hear
that.
me?" It's like, oh god, not this guy.
So I wandered into the pub the other day. Can't even order a red Bastille. Can you believe this?
Tweet.
Now you've preached the truth, man. This is like, yeah, he'd be total mega guy.
Yeah.
Matt modern day.
Yeah.
He's pretty awesome though. He's got a good energy to
Oh,
him
yeah.
for sure.
He was one of the many. After Jimmy Hart left Memphis, there was a cavalcade of managers through there over the years trying to do the replace Jimmy Hart gimmick. Some more successful than others. Like Downtown Bruno was successful.
You can see I've spent a lot of time putting these pictures into these slots here. Is that Bruiser Brody? Sabu in the bottom there.
The Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Charles Manson.
Yeah. No, I thought it was Bruiser Brody.
He's pointing at him with the fucking pen.
Yeah. This is who he's referring to right
In
here.
case you didn't know which one of these
Just so
men
you
was
know, this
the
is the one
Sheik.
who's the Sheik.
This is not the Sheik. This is the Sheik.
Back and to the left.
It's a clipboard. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's
It's
so
a
bizarre.
trapper keeper.
Like at
It's a
least put him on
trapper
a piece
keeper.
of paper, right? No, I can just slide these in here. It'll look professional.
Dude, he used the same amount of effort that I did on my 7th grade science project
totally.
of unexplained phenomena, which was a folder with a couple of photocopied pictures of the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and UFOs.
D-. Come on.
You gotta see. She was nice.
Yeah. I like the chain. He ordered that chain. He ordered the change earlier. He's got it hanging around his
with his whistle.
Whenever I don't like people, I make sure to carry around with portraits of them.
Yes.
No, that's him in his tag team.
Just up late at night.
No, I mean the other guys. Yeah, just printing everything.
Yes.
But even with his team, it's like, hey man, that must have been like a little extra at Kinko's. It's like, oh, you get 2 for $5, and he said, let's print out some stuff for me and my guys.
Or he's just up late at night using his dot matrix printer at this.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, this is really going to get my point across.
This looks like it could have been on the Morton Downey Jr. show right around the same time.
It's like part Richard Dawson, part John Candy.
This looks like an SCTV sketch.
What was that?
Totally.
What was the Martin Short character?
Jiminy Glick?
Jiminy Glick, yeah.
Yes, totally. Let me ask you something. Is your name really California Championship, brother? Because that sounds kind of contrived. Oh my gosh! Just try. There you go. That's part of his
there's
stand-up.
the whistle.
He's in Atlanta.
The dog whistle. Loud and clear.
Got the whistle.
Tweet.
I like him. No, he tells it like it is. He's one of these comics who isn't afraid. Shut the fuck up.
And I know he's legit because he's wearing a tux.
Yeah.
So he's a businessman.
He's going for like people. My mom tells me I look like Frank Sinatra. Obnoxious.
Mr. Obnoxious. Hit him with his fucking cane.
It's pretty awesome. That guy's a revelation of the night.
Who, Tux Newman?
Yes.
Yeah, Tux Newman.
Tux Newman.
That's funny.
Hello, Tux Newman.
Hello, Newman. Yeah,
Hey!
Tux Newman. Yeah, there you go.
Is that Belichick? No. Who is that?
It's gosh, who is that?
It is Sports Illustrated. Is that a young what's his face from Northern Exposure? It is.
Rob Morrow?
Yes, that's a young Rob Morrow. Yeah. Raiders.
Ooh.
Raiders stinking it. Oh my God, could they break our hearts anymore? Crossface. First 4 weeks, Jesus Christ. Like Monty Hall.
That's wild.
Imagine how much we watched. I used to watch this so much. I used to think sports boopers were the greatest thing in the fucking world, man.
Dude, every year back east, at the end of the year, like on New Year's Eve on one of the channels, Warner Wolf, the legendary Warner Wolf, would run his bloopers reel of the year, and it was like appointment television on Saturday afternoon. Is that Joseph Bologna? What the fuck?
Maybe. There you go. That might be it. TJ saying John Ritter's hog was the real problem child. Going back to.
Hey, bravo.
Sorry, I should have read that sooner. And also, that splash was 100% HBK.
This is hilarious. Rob Morrow.
I used to love these. Oh my.
I love Northern Exposure.
Man, I like big time sexual awakening for me was a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
I had my first Playboy at 7 years old, so Sports Illustrated didn't do anything for me.
My grandfather subscribed to Sports Illustrated, and I would just get
jerk it off
every one. Like I get it later, and all of a sudden, like, holy cow, what is this? That's right, like Elle McPherson, man. Wow.
Just throwing ropes all over the fucking
it was
room,
before
right?
Ropes were even happening, man. Like
this the pre-rope. Wait, hold on. The pre-rope.
Yes, like what was that? It's like climbing the rope in gym class.
I didn't have a good childhood like you guys. I just had the Sears catalog.
Sears, desperate times, man. Hey,
desperate times calls for desperate measures.
All right.
I used to jerk into the reveals of the new Star Wars toys in the Sears catalog.
Ooh, Tux Newman back again. I love it.
Who's this man?
Look at that $1 million smile. He has spent money on those teeth.
This is the most perfect physical specimen in California today. Would you believe it?
No. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Like, that guy's pretty good, too. Like feeding off of him.
Yeah.
Handball contest in sports. This is a human.
All the balls.
He's dead.
He
He's
can
dead.
handle all the
He's
balls.
actually like the way he just wasn't moving there.
I know Tuck's a long time. He doesn't
Tux.
lie like some other
Tux is the weirdest dude I've ever seen.
Southlands. He was the main man in the South. And I'm going to tell you something. I'd love to get some of these guys in some running meets and really see their tongues hanging out.
What?
He wants to get him in races. He doesn't think they have the same.
It's Jack Armstrong.
He doesn't think they have the same stamina as him.
Uh-huh.
If they got into a running meet, their tongues.
The
would
wild
hang out.
man Jack Armstrong. I want to see their tongues hanging out.
Yes. Okay, honestly, before we move further.
Going on Sunday.
What a strap match. Nobody cares about a strap match.
Yes, as proved on the last WWE pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, which was really, really good, and we enjoyed the fuck out of it. And there was a strap match between Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre, and no one in this house gave a shit about it, and they killed the crowd. His strap matches fucking suck.
I mean, there's been good.
Unless it's a Yappapi Indian strap.
Yappapi, yeah. Dude, and we watched it. We sat there watching it. They beat each other's senses with it. They both had welts all over, and I still didn't give a fuck because if you're gonna do a strap match, I want to see the old drag the guy around the ring and tag the knuckles.
Like Wahoo, like we watched that old late Wahoo McDaniel match at AWA. That was really good.
And those straps were fucking skinny and fucking looked like they hurt more.
It's his problem, not mine. Not mine. You know, I made a oath.
Jack Armstrong looks like a guy who almost made it to the major leagues as a pitcher.
Right.
Washed out. Wild man Jack Armstrong did too much
so
LSD.
first he was introduced as Jack Armstrong. Now
that was Wild Man.
He just had to raise his voice.
Now he's got I don't know if that arms cross shows me that he's just not comfortable there. He's got some weird body language.
Yeah.
He's got to look.
The director is just throwing up the crying of, all right, now he's happy. Jack Armstrong.
Yes. Like, okay, let's try Wild Man now. Yes, they're changing his gimmick on the fly. Yes,
this is the entire fucking show.
Yes. I know, it reminds me a lot of the indie stuff we watch, Indianapolis stuff we watch from the 80s.
Well, there's a lot of
Bedlam.
similarities between this and Bruiser Bedlam. That's why I wanted to show Tom Bruiser Bedlam, but I think that we only do that every now and then.
Yeah.
I wanted to give him something special. My Bruiser Bedlam from childhood, California Championship Wrestling. It's the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Dodgers. Just hits the side of that car.
The car.
Oh my god.
Looks like an episode of WKRP when they played.
Oh, the one where
Who's the boss? Who's the boss too?
The
KRP in the opening credits.
Best.
Yeah.
The KRP one's the best because Les, it has
Les
the
playing
flashbacks.
playing violin.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this? Pulse. Right up your asshole.
The new Elon Musk. Any day now he's going to release this.
The Pulse?
Yes. What the hell?
What the fuck is the Pulse? I have no idea what the fucking Pulse is.
Came and went.
It's at Laszlo's.
All right. I'm on the phone right now. I'm ordering
the Pulse.
one Pulse, please.
What the fuck?
Who is that guy?
Was that Terry Funk?
What the fuck
I think that must have been Laszlo, you guys.
That's Laszlo.
I thought that was Terry Funk giving the thumbs up.
It looked like Terry Funk.
Straight into an ad for the New Yorker.
I'm here to tell you the Pulse is the way to go. Oh. Yes, because you're wrestling.
They called him to do the commercial, but they couldn't meet his price, so they said, all right, well, $50. Can we use a photo of you? Yeah, sure. Okay, just put it there.
I love there's an ad for the New Yorker on California Championship Wrestling. That is a darn good starting price.
This guy's driving way too fast. Just want to see him just... Looks like he's about to... Toonses, look out! He's about to go off a cliff. All the Japanese you need to know.
Yeah. You just need to say one phrase to get a good deal, and that's all the Japanese you need to know.
All right. Once again, I'm Barry Richards. I am not an accredited physician. However,
are still here.
Like, are we still talking to Tux?
Yeah, and Jack Armstrong.
We're here for 40 our new segment called 45 Minutes with Tux. Okay.
Oh,
boy.
hey.
Hey.
Strongbow Jr.
DJ Strongbow Jr. Not legit. Well,
I'm not really Italian either. I don't even know what I am.
It's kind of like if Barry Richardson said, "Hey, we have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase," and then they cut to Ted DiBiase Jr. It's like, God damn.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is Chief J Strongbow left this kid hanging. You know, I mean, he was banging rats left and right on the road. Chief J Strongbow Jr. is just fighting for his father's not just respect, but just the
legacy,
acknowledgement.
Keep the name.
Acknowledgement. He doesn't acknowledge his kid at all.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
The original Bloodline storyline.
You're right.
Just a alcoholic father and his son, and it's like.
Put me in a tiny shark cage. Put me in a tiny shark cage with someone.
The other man will be walking out of that ring, being untied by the referee who's standing outside that ring. And
I mean, look, I'm not going to comment on on someone's accent on whether or not they are actually Native American, but I'm having my doubts about Chief J Strongbow Jr. It sounds like
Have there been more than one Chief J Strongbow Jr.?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like the
I know we've seen him before. We saw him in Herb Abrams UWF. But I don't know if it was the same guy.
Oh, hello.
I spilled a lot of blood in Arcadia the other night. My people were there and they were supporting me.
A Lot of Blood in Arcadia. That's a good album title.
Is it a Panic at the Disco album?
Something like that.
For putting me out of this business.
I like how you said "my people," nice and vague.
Uh-huh.
Who that may be, we don't know.
It was like the old commercial they used to have when I was a kid with the actress playing a Native American woman. She's like, "What your people call corn, my people call maize."
Maize.
And there was a great Mad Magazine thing. And then it was like, the answer was like snappy answers to stupid questions. Who, your people at the advertising agency? Yes, that's what. But everything that formed me as a child, I think Mad Magazine was 25% of what formed me as a kid.
Yeah. You're always saying Potts Reeb.
Yep.
Ooh, now Wild Man Jack Armstrong
versus Chief J. This is main event in any arena, Jess.
You own a plant called Arthur.
Every time I step in something, it goes splorch.
Splorch. Yeah. Whenever you fill out an official document, you've got some drawn-in little dioramas in the corners.
That's actually true. It's a problem. I used to do that at school, taking tests.
Me too.
And you'd hand them in, and I'd have like little side cartoons of shit on the side, and lose points from some.
Oh yeah.
And I get mad. I'm like, I got every question right. What am I losing for? You can't draw Spider-Man on your fucking paper. I'm like, well, you told me we have to sit here with it in front of us.
Yeah.
I got done faster than everyone else because I'm not fucking stupid.
When I was in school, it was the same thing. But as we were younger, people didn't care. But at some point, it was seen as, hey, you're being childish. Stop. And it was just it got to the point where you had to turn in the test. And if you had any markings on the test that was not your name or any of the answers, you were losing points. So even if in the upper right-hand corner, you make just a little star, just something really tiny, teacher sees it, minus 10 points.
I mean, one time, man, I lost fucking points for putting a little cartoon Hulk Hogan in the corner or something, man. And then, I mean, granted, this was graduate school, but I mean, like, fuck, come on. Really?
I guess your professor's not a Hulkamaniac.
Go.
No, not a Hulkamaniac at all. He's
Rooted for Warrior.
yeah. Oh, the white man once again fucked him over. There's a wild man, Jack
It's
Armstrong.
a parable, you see.
Yes, one big allegory to.
Yes.
He looks like he could have rode with Custer.
The plight of his people.
Uh-huh.
Who are his people? It's still ambiguous.
Yep, we still are unsure.
His people, the Chicano people of that city, is probably his people.
Some really good faces here too, man. Like that's.
Gotta tell you, Jack Armstrong. Jack Armstrong was a journeyman for a long time too. This place had a lot of journeymen.
What a character, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
California, a lot of journeymen came through here, and I guess I picked one of the better. I mean,
yeah, I feel like I want to look at more of this, but I feel this might be the best right here. This might be its WrestleMania.
Yes. Based on my memories, dude, of this being the worst wrestling I ever saw.
The Chief is under the ring.
Tanaka on commentary is such a great choice.
Mm-hmm.
These are very dumb men.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of this guy. Seems like he could just like fit right in, be a good mid Carter for anybody. He's got a bit of Savage. He's got a bit of Randy Savage.
Else? Yeah. Did he do anything else aside from this?
I know. Well, no, I know. Like I'm saying, I know Jack Armstrong. If that's this guy, was a journeyman who traveled all around the fucking country doing jobs and whatever. Where I'm sure this guy wrestled in like fucking Alabama and shit.
Right.
But the Chief is coming back.
Oh, he's in over there now.
Oh, Cleveland won, dude. Cleveland won 6-5. Fuck yeah, we're up 2-1. And the Flames are up 4-3 late in the third. We lost our beloved Mariners tonight, Moose. Who's not going to come back tonight. I can tell he's probably still in mourning. But he told me online that he's a Guardians fan as well.
Have you done the gimmick where you visit all the MLB stadiums?
No, I mean, I've barely been to the East. Like I'm a West Coast guy, right? Been to Seattle, been to Anaheim Stadium, San Francisco, Oakland, things like that, right? But not much beyond that. And Toronto, like I spent some time in Toronto, so I've been to the Sky Dome.
Yeah, I follow Al Getz online. He does a chart in the territories. Vanguard or Arcadian Vanguard network, and it looks as though he does that.
Look at that.
Oh, are they fighting the guys?
No, they're getting involved in slapping the ring. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That kid in the front row looked like he took a kick at him.
Yeah.
Anyways. Arcadia, something you were talking about?
I was just watching the potential riot.
Yes.
But I was just saying that it seems as though he does the MLB touring stadiums gimmick every year. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. I mean, I feel like you kind of have to be independently wealthy to do that.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a lot of money.
Yeah. This has been good too. This has been wild.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, this guy doesn't suck.
What are we cutting away from? Garbage. It's like Stampede Wrestling. I figured it out. That red camera looks like one of the robots from the Black Hole.
The Black Hole.
Yeah.
Every time this guy is
That's crazy. Are we going to get a finish?
He wounded my knee,
time?
Barry.
All right, easy. Take it easy there, Johnny.
All right, Travis, what if there's a wrestling show with no finishes?
Oh, my God.
Tux Newman's back.
What do you, the viewers at home, think? How do you think? Yeah.
We'll leave it up to you to decide.
Yeah.
That was your time. You had your time to let the Chief talk now. All right?
Let's relax. Everybody be cool. Right.
Young David Letterman.
You think I'm afraid? Afraid that I'm tied together with you?
Kind of looks like Lance Bangs. Do you guys know the director Lance Bangs? Did a lot of that Jackass stuff. He used to direct a lot of old skateboard videos.
Okay. Let's everybody relax. All right.
You know something,
Indian.
I don't think I'm ever gonna like you.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, Lance Bangs is awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Holy shit. I gotta
He's
see
gonna
what
get up, there'll
comes
be
of
a
this.
tear. He's gonna turn around, there'll be a tear in his eye.
I had some brain tear in his
I
eye.
stole this from Gene Rayburn.
No, it does look like the Bob Barker.
It's the match game. That's the match game, Mike.
Yeah.
No, he should have said you should have paid the price, and the price will be right. The price will be this right hand, or I don't know. He had his chance.
Yeah.
You're going off the cliff like the fuck. Look at that spike stand. That's the
I
best.
know, it's bizarre. It's a Billy Barty's mic stand.
Billy Barty's mic stand. It's Ben Shapiro's mic stand.
Yeah. All right. So before we go, I've got some brain pills here that you guys got to try out.
Have you ever heard of the term crisis actor?
What really happened. We're coming right back as we try to restore some order here, and I put the tomahawk away.
I'm sure this is
The tomahawk.
This is wrong on our part that we even mention it, but all right, we got about 4 minutes left here. We got another TV
Here we go, another
guide.
TV guide.
Steve
Where's
Allen.
Steve Allen?
Back at it, baby.
Now, didn't he do TV Guide? And again, this might be something in my mind, but didn't he do TV Guide commercials for like years?
He might
was
have.
like TV Guide, TV Guide, yeah.
He might have. Yeah. It was the 80s. It was still where guys who were huge in the 50s still were viable celebrities because we were like right at the beginnings of cable. So everyone still remembered everything they watched in reruns. That's why me as a 52-year-old, I know everything about movies from the 40s and everything that informed me was like made in the 40s and 30s. Yep. And Newhart. Love Newhart.
And there's our guy again. Never seen him.
Yeah, and that's why Little Richard was really good at that in the 80s.
Yeah.
He just became this big personality.
Right. Became an actor.
Yeah, became an actor. Really, wow.
Oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah. That headline looks familiar.
Yes.
That one looks so well. Things haven't changed much.
Yeah. Except for that. You don't usually see that. That's
Oh, dude, I saw that Mel Gibson is testifying against Weinstein.
Yeah.
And someone put on Twitter that said Aryan versus Predator.
Ah, very good.
Get 30 exciting issues
Very
of
good.
TV Guide for 3 easy monthly payments of just $5.75 each.
All right. Yeah, it's Steve Allen. Yeah, we get it. TV Guide. Whoop-de-ding dog.
I never got a subscription. I was a fucking man and bought mine at the Wawa.
I've been
make
dead
this
for
shit
20
up.
plus years. Yeah. Travis didn't know. For God's sakes, Tux. Just let me get a word in edgewise. I just want to quickly sell the change. I'm wearing around my neck the change.
Have you ever seen anything like it, Barry?
You don't know what it's like to go out on the town and not be sure what kind of fella you're gonna meet.
Have you ever opened up your drawer and found 18 or 20 necklaces all
Too many goddamn necklaces.
Look at this. Look at this.
Too many goddamn necklaces.
I'll wrap it over your head. I'm going, but I'm going to be back, and none of you have seen the last of me. You're going to see a lot.
I hope not.
I hope not. Because
More Tux Newman.
California Championship Wrestling. By the way, much like when we do Bruise and Bedlam,
Tux committed suicide 2 hours later.
Tux died in an auto asphyxiation incident.
He just drove home immediately.
That
Started
man
the
was
car.
sweating like the Ultimate Warrior in his last promo.
Yes, totally. That's how we got to see this legendary promo when we knew in the
I
parking
hope this
lot.
is Tux Newman's last promo. If this is it, there's nothing else. This man went out in a blaze of glory, and I love it.
Yeah. Speaking of Blaze of Glory, we got 45 seconds left. Tom, thank you for joining us, man. We'll definitely do this again with you if you're ever up for it. Hope we can get Kelly to join us next time too. Johnny, we are going to be back in 1 week because of the aforementioned boom with our buddy Sean Emily. So that should be great. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Lots of fun hearing from all the usual guys. TJ, great
The usual gang of idiots.
That's right. Yeah, and one more mad reference.
The you people, or no, it was my people. What was it?
What you mean, your people?
Yeah, whatever Jim Strong, not Jim Strongbone, Jesus. Chief J Strongbone
Jr. said.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Hey, Tom, thanks, man.